Hi everybody, welcome. Hopefully you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, and or evening, whichever part of the world you're in. Hi, hello. I have some good news. I've seen the redesign. Y'all are gonna love it. I like cried in the car. And then like kind of half asleep replied for the rest of it this morning. Yeah, it looks really cool and amazing and damn. Anyways, also, so I have Invisalign, but they put like little metal things to hold some rubber bands because apparently my jaw wasn't lining up correctly. They're like, yeah, your bite looks a little funny. We're gonna fix that. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I ate lunch. I was gonna put the rubber band back on and and yeah, the metal thing is gone. I think I swallowed it. Not the first time I swallowed anything that was not supposed to go in my stomach. I swallowed a tooth one time, but yeah, I swallowed the metal thing, and then I broke a nail today. So that is my injury report for today. All right, let's see who's here. Hi Ty, welcome. Hi Bryant, welcome. Hi Nimby, welcome. Hi Ladog, welcome. Hi Fei Long, welcome. Hi SP Freely, welcome. I was gonna hit like the lady who blew a red, so that was pretty fun. How was your day? Oh my god, are you okay? Damn. Did I say hi, Brian? Hi, Brian. Welcome. Hi, Death. Welcome. Oh, nice. Have fun on your trip. Just watching a movie. Nice. So today, as usual, I'm just gonna make a few things known. You swallowed a whole ass tooth. When I was a kid, yes, I was eating chicken nuggets and I ate it. Did not get my tooth fairy money. I was very upset. But yeah, no, today I ate the metal thing. Unfortunately, the dentist people close at 4, and by the time I ate lunch, it was already like 4:30. I'll call them tomorrow morning. Let me put an alarm because I'm not gonna remember that. Let's see. So I'm gonna do 9 a.m. All dentist. All right. So I uploaded that I broke a nail, and Strix literally texted, hey, can you not hurt yourself for more than a week? I was like, that's gonna be a miracle, buddy, but sure. Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. Nice. Anyway, so just to get one thing clear, anything I say about the anime, this is just my thoughts and opinions and my personal bias. You're doing it now? No, I set an alarm. I was setting an alarm real quick. I can't call them now. They're already closed. Yeah, they closed like 2 hours ago. So I have to wait. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's just my personal thoughts, personal bias, personal opinions. If you disagree, okay, Windows, can you stop? Jeez, coming after me after attack Bubba. Again, this is just my personal thoughts, opinions, personal bias. Anything I say has nothing against the anime, the story, nothing. Okay, this is just my thoughts. And I'm going to give stars to certain anime. I'm going to write down real quick what those stars mean so people don't misunderstand what is going on. It's not that I'm ranking them. Obviously, I can't rank them because they haven't aired. Obviously. All right, so 3 stars is will watch. Or I'm going to watch. And then, oh shoot, can I not? Hold on, I gotta like do this one big chunk. 3 stars, going to watch / there you go. 2 stars, might watch episode 1. 1 star, solid maybe. Yeah, okay. So that is my ranking for likely of watching stuff. Okay, perfect. Did I put the too high? Right there, okay. Were you guys sort of review what you watched this season? Yeah, so we'll do that at the end. Hi, 205 Coco. So baby Dinos have come to your area. Oh, thank you. Hey, y'all, baby Dinos. Rah, rah, rah. Rah, rah, rah. Can't be a final season. Can't wait. Oh, man. I'm excited. Okay, so I get excited when anime comes to a close after the manga has, because then I get to see people's reactions, and it's quite hilarious. I stopped watching My Hero, like the anime. I already finished the manga. I'm completely done with the manga. It was very good. I enjoyed it very much. Loved it to bits. Wait, I forgot my dinosaur hoodie! There's a dinosaur hoodie I normally wear. That? No. This? Yeah. My dino hoodie! I totally forgot. I usually wear this hoodie when I do anime reviews. Aha! There we go. Alright, alright. Alright, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. Oh wait, I got like... Oh, shit. Hold on. Damn it. I'm gonna make myself smaller. Myself down here. And then get my dino hoodie. Aha. Okay. Alright, alright, alright! Okay, now we're good. Okay, so. Alright, so I have my dino hoodie. I am ready. I am ready, Freddy. Okay. It still cuts off at the top! How do I not make it cut off? Can I, like, expand it? No, it still kind of chops off. Ugh, I'll, like, lower the hoodie. There we go. No! Okay. There we go. It's kind of lowered now, just a little bit. Something like that. It's fine. It's whatever at this point. Great. Now I gotta move myself over. Hold up, hold up. I thought I was early this time, but I gotta reposition. There we go. Okay, here we at. We're here right now. Wait, was it that way? I always pink? I'm getting worse. No, yeah, it's always been pink. Hi, Papa. Welcome. Let's see. 8th season. Nice. Just hit my goal. I visited about 24 churches now. Oh, that's so cool. Congrats. For Pokemon Go, you mean? Is that what we're referring to? I gotta like, hold on. Okay, because I like gotta sit up straight. Okay, where's my hoodie? Hoodie, hoodie, hoodie. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I got my hoodie. It won't chop off on the top now. Okay. Alright, so. Oh, yeah, it's always been pink. This field trip, I was like VIP, everyone was in a bus. We were in private vans, but I was VIP in our field trip. Nice. Hi, Ghost Racer. Welcome. That's a big hoodie. It's a giant hoodie. I love this hoodie. It's a swell hoodie. I forgot my favorite lives or not. Who's your favorite? Oh, my favorite is Aizawa. No, I take that back. I take that back. If I had to decide who I spent more money on, probably Hawks and then Aizawa. I spent more money on Hawks than I did Aizawa. I need to get the free dino blanket. Oh shit, I forgot about that. I'll have to download it. I have it, like, I have the tab there. I forgot. You gotta do points, I think. It's the points. It's the C. Okay, so. Yeah, like I said, 3 stars, I will most likely watch it. 2 stars, I maybe might watch episode 1. 1 star is like, that's a solid maybe if I give it a chance. Extremely solid maybe. Alright, so. The way this works is we're gonna go through the newest season upcoming. And then after we're done going through the entire list, we're gonna go back to the previous season, which was Winter 2025. In which case, I will be throwing a lot of words out there. The guy you're not an Endeavor fan. No, I'm more of the Aizawa kind of girly. Hi, Suseki, welcome. But yeah, if I had to tell you who my favorite character was, most likely Hawks. I've spent the most money on that man's merch. Not even official merch. This was like when he had just come out in the manga, like a couple months into the manga, and I just instantly fell in love with him. And there was this particular artist that did a lot of fan art of him. I don't know if I ever got a Shikishi board of him. I think I did get one of Overhaul because they were like, the sales of their Shikishi board were like really quick, and I could never get a Hawks one, but I did get an Overhaul one, which was very cool. I just want something from the artist, you know, something physical. So I did get Shikishi board, and then in my order I would just get a bunch of Hawks merch. I even bought like they got collab with like this box that was like Rilakuma stuff, but it was also Utapri stuff, and it was just random. And then if you get that box, you get like a Hawks keychain, and he was dressed in like very formal tux with a bouquet of roses. It was real pretty. Anyways, enough about me and my man. All right, so this season is spring 2025. Right off the bat, I'm already super excited for Fire Force Season 3. If you don't know, I was a really big fan of Soul Eater. I still kind of am, not as big. I feel bad saying this because I actually haven't read the manga. At this point, from what I've heard back then and currently, I'm going to treat the manga and the anime as two different things. But apparently, Fire Force was like the beginning of the world for Soul Eater. So I'm pretty excited. I actually really liked the show, and I was kind of disappointed that like Season 3 didn't come out sooner. I think, when was the last one? Part 2 came out in, no, what? No. Oh, fudge! What? Oh, they're doing it in 2 parts? Season 3, oh, darn. I feel like they should just go back to being season. Why are we breaking everything into parts? This is confusing. Okay, yeah, so Season 2 came out in 2020, so it's been about 5 years. Am I gonna remember anything? Probably not. But this guy's the main character. There's like these fire monster things, and they're trying to fight a cult or something, and his brother's in the cult. I don't know. There's a lot of context for this. I think I recall the ending, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'm very excited. Anyways, for sure, I read Get 10 Trending Titties after what? Huh? This up here or what? Didn't season come out like 2020? No, Season 2 came out in 2020. Season 1, I think, came out, I want to say 18 or 19. No, definitely 19. Definitely 2019. Wait, when Season 1 come? I think 2019. Give me a second. We're searching. So Season 1 came out in 2019. And then afterwards, Season 2 came out in 2020. And then it's just been dead for 5 years. Alright, so I'm excited for that one. 3 stars for sure. I'm gonna watch it. Am I gonna remember anything? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. Season 2. Okay, I think the blonde girl is the main MC. She was killing slimes, and that is a big cast of characters. I did not watch Season 1, but if you did watch Season 1, Season 2 is coming out April 5th. Fire Force, April 5th. Damn, that's like next week. That's like, oh, it's a Saturday one. Okay, so that's coming out Saturday. This one's a Sunday. Okay. What is this? Lazarus? The year is 2550. Sorry, because it's like 2025 and that's like 2052. No. Nobody's laughing. Okay, that's fine. The year is 2052. Hi, White. Welcome. An era of unprecedented peace and prosperity prevails across the globe. The reason for this: mankind has been freed from sickness and pain. Nobel Prize-winning neuroscientist Dr. Skinner has developed a miracle cure-all drug with no apparent drawbacks: Hapuna. Hapuna soon becomes ubiquitous, there we go, and essential. However, soon after Hapuna is officially introduced, Dr. Skinner vanishes. 3 years later, the world has moved on, but Dr. Skinner has returned, this time as a harbinger of doom. Skinner announces that Hapuna has a short half-life. Everyone who has taken it will die approximately 3 years later. Death is coming for the sinful world, and coming soon. As a response to this threat, a special task force of 5 agents is gathered from across the world to save humanity from Skinner's plan. The group is called Lazarus. Can they find Skinner and develop a vaccine before time runs out? I'm already hooked. I love plots like this. Oh my god. 3 stars. 3 stars. I'm definitely gonna watch this. Me and my dad are really into sci-fi, and I really love, like, when it involves super agents too, that are like a team and they fight the bad guys. Oh my gosh, I love that plot so much. This is exciting. I love this already. I can, like, kind of see the characters. I kind of want to see them a little more, but I want to be surprised. I want to be pleasantly surprised when I watch it. So for sure, 3 stars. This comes out on Sunday. All right, not this Sunday. Next Sunday. Windbreaker season 2, thank god! I wasn't sure if Windbreaker was popular enough. Like, I wasn't sure if it was popular enough that it was gonna get a season 2. And I was so scared. I'm so glad it did. It kind of left on a cliffhanger. So right here you see, like, it's person's back of the head and they're wearing a hoodie and it has like a dragon skull and they have a pipe. So what Windbreaker is about, this gentleman right here, his name is Sakura. People always made fun of him for having like white and black hair. I don't know why. They just always made fun of him. So in response, he would fight back. And in the end, he ended up becoming a really good fighter. So he ends up moving to this little town where the high school is basically run by, I don't want to say it's a gang. I don't know how to explain it. But it's a group of high schoolers that protect the town by fighting other violent people. Again, I really don't want to call it a gang. But they're known as Windbreakers, or Bofurin. Bofurin? Is that how they're called? And so he wants to take the top, but he's slowly learning that they all work together and they look up to the guy at the top. Yes, the guy in charge of, I guess, the head of, like, the group, he's actually the same voice actor as Gojo for JP, and oh my god, it's just, oh, it's so good. Anyways, so he's slowly learning what it takes to be a leader, and he's taking steps forward and accepting other friends and accepting other people and kind of just opening up himself to them. And so right now, for season 2, one of his classmates is having an issue with a childhood friend who is involved with this gang that has, like, the dragon skull thing. So at the end of season 1, him and the class that they're in, because each class has like a captain, so him and the class go help out their classmate, and they're gonna go fight these guys. So I am super excited. I thought it was really, really good. Googling All Might shows My Hero characters. Sorry, I haven't watched that show. You haven't seen My Hero? Damn. It's like the board game Pandemic. There's a board game named Pandemic? I've never heard of that before. Let's see. No, I haven't heard that game. Wait, is that what it's called? Is the board game literally called Pandemic? So they're fighting violence with more violence? I mean, they have this thing where you can have a conversation with your fist, and you kind of just listen to the other person as you're fighting. They kind of treat fighting as having a conversation or kind of coming up with the solution. Some of the characters do try and talk first, but most of the time they let everyone else attack first and then they fight defensively. But yeah, this one too I really like, because on one of the other gangs on the other side of town, he was voiced by one of my favorite voice actors in Twisted Wonderland, and I was, oh my god. Anyways, sorry. Okay, My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I actually have, I want to say volume 1 through 3, and then a few separate ones. I haven't actually read it, so I'm not 100% sure on the plot, so let's give it a read. Living in a superhuman society it is hard to feel special, even more so when the spotlight only shines on professional heroes. Those legally authorized to use their special powers known as quirks in public for the greater good. Koichi Himawari Grew up aspiring to be a hero, but with a mediocre quirk like sliding that ties him to the ground, he soon came to the conclusion that he could only ever admire them from below. Despite this, Koichi finds a contentment in using his quirk to carry out day-to-day good deeds, such as returning lost items, helping the elderly across the street. However, Koichi's tame life takes a swing into the turbulent when he is rescued from a back alley brawl by vigilante or illegal hero Knuckle Duster. Seeing hero potential in Koichi, Knuckle Duster enlists him to help in tracking down the source of a dangerous drug known as Trigger that boosts the user's quirk at the expense of their rationality. Set in a time before the events of the original story, Vigilante Boku no Hero Academia Illegals follows Koichi as he chooses to don the reputation of a villain and become a vigilante, operating in the shadow of the law to prevent crimes from taking to the surface. If I remember correctly, I don't think let me double check. Yeah, okay. So the manga series is written by Hideyuki Furuhashi and illustrated by Betancourt. It is a spin-off and a prequel to Kohei Horikoshi's manga series Hero Academia. So this is not by the author. This is written by somebody else. It is a spin-off. I was never really into anything superheroes. I'm ready for the backlash. It's okay. I'm not like 100% to superhero stuff, but I ended up really liking My Hero. I don't know. I think all their movies pop off too. Like the most recent one was amazing. They're relatively old now, but around 2018 or 2020, they're releasing a legacy version. That story sounds similar to Lazarus Show. Oh! Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting, interesting. But yeah, so this takes place before My Hero, and they work as vigilantes, so they are legally not allowed to, you know, be heroes on the streets. I don't know. I'm gonna give it 2 stars because I do kind of want to watch it, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna be like committed to it. I might just because I haven't read the manga, but who knows? So I'm not too sure. We'll give it 2 stars just because there's a likely chance I will, a likely chance I won't. Oh. Alright, so what is this? The beginning after the end. The story follows the strongest king in history, Gray. Although he possesses why does this sound familiar? Unparalleled power, wealth, and fame, there is no one who stands by his side, and he trusts no one. One day, Gray suddenly meets his death and is reincarnated as a powerless infant named Arthur in a world of magic. Surrounded by a loving family and companions, Arthur starts to experience joy in this new life he has never knew in his previous one. However, during his journey, his family is attacked by bandits. Thus begins a second life filled with love and adventure. I'm gonna give it 1 star. Just because I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, so it's obviously a reincarnation trope, but I've heard this plot so many times, and after reading the description, I haven't really seen anything that gives me, you know, any other kind of, I don't want to say special, but it doesn't give me anything new in the genre, I guess. Because I've heard this plot before where it's like, oh yeah, the greatest king, they got reincarnated. You know what this is reminding me of? It's reminding me of the king that got reincarnated as a girl, and she wants to improve her swordsmanship, so she keeps like attacking everybody. See, that was funny. Okay, that was hilarious. I don't know about this one, and I'm so skeptical about when it's the male main character because they usually don't have one love interest, they have like multiple. I'm gonna assume that's gonna be the main love interest, and I'm kind of hoping he's gonna be committed to her. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I might watch episode 1, April 2nd. When does that come out? That's next Wednesday. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. 1 star. 1 star. Sort of curious, do you think there's a form that determines whether a show is going to pop off, or do you think most authors don't really know if their series will? No, yeah, I think a lot of things, once you release it, you're playing Russian roulette at that point. There's a chance it's going to hit, and there's a chance it ain't going to hit. This one's pretty good. This one's good, Galena. Hi, Galena. Welcome. Is it good? Have you seen it and or read it? I will believe you. I'm going to give episode 1 a chance. If you're saying it's good, I trust you. Yeah, I think it's very much up in the air at that point. You know, like a lot of... I'm sorry, I looked at this one right away and I was like, huh? Huh? So it's a generic until you realize it's not generic. Okay, that's not giving me anything, but okay, I'm gonna trust you on that. This one. Sorry. Yeah, I really think it's up in the air until something hits, because you know something might get popular because of a song, opening song, ending song, maybe a scene, maybe the concept's really good, maybe it's just kind of really out there, or maybe the art style's amazing. I don't know. You don't know what's gonna pop off, and it varies between series, because I think series individually can pop off, but I don't think an artist's work as a whole, because Oshi no Ko popped off and got really popular, but I don't think the author's previous work, which is Love is War, is it Love is War? Something, Love War, whatever. I don't think that one got as popular as Oshi no Ko, evidently, so I think it just varies by series, you know. It just depends. Like the Tokyo Ghoul one, the Tokyo Ghoul author, Tokyo Ghoul got really popular, but they released a new one called Chojin, and I haven't really seen it get picked up. In fact, I didn't even know about it till it was a couple of chapters in already, and I had no idea they released that. I was like, oh, what are you reading? To like a classmate of mine. He kind of freaked out a little bit. I tend to freak people out because, as people have stated, I dress normally. Not too sure what that means, but people kind of freak out when I ask them what they're reading. They're like, I'm reading a comic. I was like, what manga are you reading? They kind of just look at me like, what the fuck? Are you messing with me? Are you serious? I'm like, no, what manga are you reading? So I asked the guy, he's like, Chojin, it's by the person that did Tokyo Ghoul. I said, no way, it's by the person that did Tokyo Ghoul. I said, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, let me write this shit down. So I wrote it down. I was like, thank you. I didn't know that. I told him too. I said, yeah, I have all of Tokyo Ghoul volume 1 through 14. I don't have Re yet, but yeah, I love the author's work. Have I read it? No. Do you think some genres generally find more success? No, I genuinely think it depends on the story, the structure, the animation, the music. It all boils down to most things have to hit for that series, and then just a word of mouth. So it depends on the populace at this point. I tend to freak people out. Not a bad way. I throw them off sometimes, and they're like, huh? Like, are you messing with me? I'm like, no, I'm genuinely curious what you're reading, because I want to read it too. All right. Oh my god, I love this one. I don't know why they didn't. Why is this not? Oh, I was like, why is it not in English? Okay, it's Aharen is indecipherable. So basically, she's so adorable. So this gal, they're all in high school. She has a very stoic and stony expression, so she can't really like express how she's feeling. This is like Komi can't communicate, but she doesn't have like anxiety. I'm pretty sure it's just I think she whispers. I think she's the one that whispers, and so he can hear her, and he'll kind of like say what she's translate what she's saying, because she's whispering so quietly that nobody else can hear her. And so he's trying to like help push her so she can be more open, get to know more people, and kind of like get out of her shell, sort of a thing. But yeah, oh, she's so fun. I love this one. This one is so funny. I love this so much. It's just so exciting. 3 stars right there. Are people like, will you actually read manga? Yeah, no, I've had so many people looking at me funny where I ask them what anime or manga they like or looking at, and they kind of just look at me like, are you just fucking with me, or are you genuinely asking? And I kind of clarify, like, no, I'm a fan, I promise. I love anime, I watch over 800, I have a ton of manga at home, I genuinely want to know what you're watching and or reading. You know, I kind of don't even want to read this one. Please put them on, Takamine-san. Takane Takamine is great at everything she does, and her magnetic personality makes her the envy of everyone. She gets good grades, excels at sports, and even manages to become student council president during her first year of high school. Damn. But Takamine has a secret. She possesses an ability called Eternal Virgin Road, allowing her to redo past actions and achieve a different result. While this might seem like a decent skill to have, Takamine must pay a price to activate it. She has to strip off a piece of her lingerie. After getting an imperfect score on a test, Takamine begins to remove her underwear during class and is spotted by her average weak-willed classmate, Koshi Shirota, who is bewildered by the sight. However, the very next instant, things reset and Takamine's test is now perfect. When Shirota decides to confront Takamine about her previous test score, she reveals her ability to him and blackmails him into becoming her closet, making him carry around extra lingerie and put them on. I feel like I actually recall this from somewhere. Like, this sounds really, really extremely familiar, and I'm having a mental image of in my head of someone just like kind of working their panties off as they're sitting at the school desk. Like, I don't know. This sounds really familiar. I'm kind of thinking maybe this had a mini trailer a while ago. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Her goal is to be able to use Eternal Virgin Road as much as possible in order to stay at the top of the school hierarchy. Left with little choice in the matter, Shirota accepts starting an oddly intimate type of relationship with the most popular girl at school. Anyways. Homie Can't Chameleon, yeah. I'm sorry, what am I looking at? An ecchi comedy romance coming out April 2nd. You missed what I told you my favorite. Oh, what was your favorite character? Did you say All Might? Who'd you say? Oh, All Might's your favorite? Nice, nice. Well, no, you gotta watch the anime to find out. Alright, can a boy-girl friendship survive? I mean, I don't think so. From the looks of it, it looks like a triangle. But I mean, sure. Sure. Anyways, a boy and a girl pledge lifelong friendship in a small town junior high school. The relationship between the two, who are destined to share a common dream, has passed 2 years without any particular development. Inuzuka. Himaru Inuzuka, a bubbly girl who has yet to find her first love, and Yu Natsume, a plant-loving boy who enjoys flowers, still spends their days peacefully as best friends in the gardening club in the second year of high school. If you can't get married, I have to take responsibility. I'm having trouble now because after Himari said that, your brother began calling me my brother-in-law. However, when Yu reunites with his first crush, the gears of the relationship suddenly go out of sync. Will Himari be able to escape her ideal friend now that she has found love? Wait, what? Himari, I'm assuming is her. Right? Hold on. Okay, Himari is the blue-haired girl. Natsumi is the guy with black hair. Okay. Okay, but if you gets married, I have to take responsibility. Can't get married. Having trouble now because after Himari said that, your brother began calling me brother-in-law. However, when you reunites with his first crush, will Himari be able to escape her ideal friend now that she has found love? Was this a typo? That's why I got confused. I was like, isn't All Might the My Hero character they reference in AA Somnium? Yes, half my guys, guess what? Oh my god, what was it called? Kaname Date Can't Sleep. Nintendo Direct. Did you guys see that? No sleep for Kaname Date AI The Somnium Files coming out July 25th. Oh my god! Oh my goodness, I almost cried. I just saw this while I was eating lunch in the middle of me, like, eating the metal in my mouth. What the heck? Guys, look! My man is back! And Iris got kidnapped again! No surprises there. Properties. Did y'all see that? I'm so fucking excited! Oh my god! Saw this in the Nintendo Direct. Also found out you can ambush people at night in Pokemon now. But yeah, no sleep for Kaname Date. Air so full. Oh my god! I'm so excited. And Iris got kidnapped. Again. And I think the characters are going to be aged up again because Iris did look a little older. At least from what I saw in the trailer. I'm not too sure. Hi Chris, welcome. Why wear choke collars but get the cops called on me when they tell me to fulfill their fantasy? What? Dude, I don't know. It's an anime style. See, I just said like a month ago a new game is long overdue. I know! I legit thought it was gonna take them longer to do a new game, but I'm so excited. Oh! I almost cried. I was like, my man! Anyway, sorry. You know, I kind of wish Somnium Files would get an anime, but like, I'm kind of scared that it might not be as good as what I would hope for it to be, but whatever. All right, so Go-Go Loser Ranger. Oh good, I'm so glad this one got as popular as it could so it can get a season 2. If you don't know what Go-Go Loser Ranger is, I did watch season 1. I enjoyed it a lot. It was very good. Oh, I thought that was something else. Okay, sorry. Go-Go Loser Ranger is about... Okay, so it's the Power Rangers and it's the aliens that came to try and take over the world and the Power Rangers fight them. Basically, the Power Rangers had killed all the alien leaders and it just left like the henchmen that can change into different forms because they're dust. Well, one of the minions, his name is D, he didn't want to be, you know, a loser anymore. He didn't want to keep losing every single week because the Power Rangers showed up and they're like, hey, so we won't kill you guys if you pretend to show up every week and we can do like a show, you know. And there's like this whole plot twist stuff going on. I do recommend watching it. It's actually very, very good. I'm very excited. And so we are getting season 2. But yeah, D is pretending to be a Power Ranger to infiltrate and try and kill the other Power Rangers. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil more. But yeah, it's really good. I do recommend it. 5 stars right here. I am going to watch it. I don't recognize this guy. I do know these 2 characters though. Oh, okay, that's an interesting cast to have on the front considering how season 1 ends, but whatever, sure. All right, so Witch Watch. Woo, 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 woo. Say that 10 times fast. Witch Watch. Oh, I did it. Yay. All right, Nico Wakatsuki has finished her 6 years of witch training and is moving back to town. Damn, that's like a medical degree right there. Shit. As a new witch, she must choose a familiar to accompany her. However, unlike the other witches, she wishes to pick a non-animal familiar. There's no better companion than Morihito Moi Otogi, her childhood friend who happens to be an ogre. This guy? Hold up. I gotta see this. Hold up. He don't look like an ogre! He don't look like an ogre at all! Must be transformation magic. Morihito is vehemently opposed to being her servant, but he reluctantly accepts his fate after learning that a curse would revert him into a strange cow-tiger hybrid where he did disobey a witch's order. Okay. Due to Morihito's father leaving for a business trip and Nico's mother remaining behind in the witch's holy land, the 2 teens find themselves living together under the same roof. While Nico is ecstatic to be living with her crush, Morihito finds that her magical antics and overall clumsiness create more problems than solutions. With a prophesized disaster to befall Nico within the year, Morihito must do everything he can to protect her as her bodyguard while also upholding his duties as her familiar. Oh, this sounds so cute! Oh! Okay, definitely gonna do 2 stars because I do want to watch episode 1 and see how this goes. They look really adorable though. Yeah, I didn't immediately choose to Sorry about the lurking, trying to get shit done. It's all good, Papa. You do you. Are they making a Yes! Yes! Can you hear me? They are making a 2nd season of Go Go Loser Ranger Season 2. Yes, they are. It comes out April 13th, which is going to be on a Sunday. Alright, so... yeah, I don't know, like, I want to say I am going to watch it, but, like, I'm going to give 2 stars because I'm not entirely hooked on it, but I do like the premise. Alright, let's see. From old country bumpkin to master swordsman. Beryl Gardinant, a self-proclaimed humble old man, is a sword instructor at his dojo in a rural backwater village. In his younger years, he dreamed of glory as a master swordsman, but those days are long behind him. Out of the blue, he receives a visit from a famous former pupil who brings him world-shattering news. He has been appointed as a special instructor of the Knights of Liberian Order. With his life now turned upside down, Beryl travels to the capital and reunites some of his forest students. Elite knights, an ace wizard, and even an adventurer who's attained the highest guild rank possible. Why do they all want his tutelage? As far as he's concerned, they clearly don't need him anymore. Can Beryl live up to his new position, and will he ever get a moment's peace away from his adoring students? Yeah. Unless I see a really good scene, I'm probably not gonna watch it. Just because I'm seeing an all-female cast here, I'm assuming we're gonna go with the DILF route. He's not a father, obviously, but he's an old man, so... I mean, they might have fallen in love with him, might be pursuing him during their adventures. So I am probably not gonna watch it. Just because... I don't know, I really like the premise of the other guy whose daughter became like an S-rank adventurer and the entire season is just her trying to get home. No, I love DILFs, like they're great. It's just... I don't know, I kind of want like another premise aside from, oh, hey, all these women are like in love with me kind of thing. I don't know, it's not giving me anything new for the premise. At least it was funny in the other one because his daughter was getting upset and she's like, Dad, why are these women trying to go after my dad? And she's just trying to get home, and it's just so funny. But this just seems like, I don't know, and they use humble old man. So he probably like denies a lot of the things he's doing. He's like, oh yeah, this wasn't anything. They're like, sir, you just decimated an entire demon army. And he's like, nah, you guys can do better. And I was like, I don't know, I'm probably not gonna watch it. It doesn't, you know, when you've watched as much as I have, I kind of need like an interesting premise to like make me want to continue it. You'll see right now which ones I ended up not continuing, that are currently on hold just because it just got the same. All right. No lie, I think Blue was the only decent ranger. Everyone else is straight. Oh yeah, no, Blue had a decent predecessor, and unfortunately the other ones are kind of batshit crazy. Okay, I don't want to think the Pink Ranger's that bad, but she does have like an extreme particular complex, which I won't go into detail because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, let's just say all the rangers are a little deranged. Anywhoosies. The brilliant healer's new life in the shadows. Again, another isekai kind of. Oh, I'm a healer now. I've been seeing this healer. I've been seeing this healer concept in the isekai genre lately. Haven't really got on board with that. But let's see. Life hasn't been kind to Xenos. Oh, another character with the name that starts with the Z. He was born in the slums, and his dirt-poor background has denied him almost every opportunity. Oh, another character that was in the slums. This is already reminding me of like several other plots. Okay, after an encounter, with a healer, he throws himself into studying to become one and finally catches a break when an adventurer invites Xenos into his party. Xenos is thrilled, so thrilled in fact, that he willing to put with his teammates treat him like garbage. They fail to appreciate his talents and ultimately kick him to the curb, claiming he outlived his usefulness for them. Now bereft of money and out of options, Xenos decides to put his self-taught skills to use elsewhere and opens an underground clinic. Word quickly spreads about the brilliant healer working incredible magic in the city's shadowy underbelly. Even the royal palace is taking notice. Can Xenos buck the odds and carve out life for himself in the world that spits in his face? And can he save the lives of the patients who wound up in his doorstep in the process? I'm okay. By the way, were you planning to play the new AA game on stream just so I know whether or not I should speedrun the game? Oh yeah, no, you should definitely speedrun. You should speedrun that game. Though with how slow I am, I probably, you probably don't have to speedrun that fast. But yes, I do plan to play the new AI game on stream. No, you don't understand. This is a male fantasy. Last I checked, I got tatas, so I mean, I'm okay. We're good. Oh no! Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm good. I just same plot. I'm kind of over it right now. Okay, this one. Oh my god. I remember when it was revealed that Black Butler was coming back, and I think I cried on stream. I was ecstatic. So this is the next arc, which, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I literally forgot about this arc. We kind of got to the school and I said, idle arc, yes, let's go. And then it's like, oh, the werewolf's forest. And I was like, shit, forgot about that. You know what's funny? I loved her design so much back in the day. I still do. She's one of my favorite characters. And oh my gosh, I love her so much. Alright, by the Queen's orders, Sebastian CL head to Germany to investigate mysterious deaths that have been occurring. As the two investigate the truth behind the werewolf's forest, where anyone who steps foot inside is cursed to death, a terrible curse falls upon them. God, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Sullivan, yes. Sullivan, my girl. Sullivan is very cool. I love her outfits later. I do feel bad. So there's a reason he's holding her up. It'll reveal it in the anime why she's constantly being carried. If you don't know the particular practice I mentioned, I'm sure whoever's doing the storyboarding is going to explain that particular practice. But in case you're so confused by the time we get to next season's showcase, I'll explain it. All right. Ooh, this looks kind of cool. Sword of the Demon Hunter Kijin Gentosho. And the 8 oh, this is like 20,000 stars, by the way. I'm watching this hands down. No one's gonna. April 5th. What day is that? Saturday. The Saturday day. For the uninitiated me, what's the general premise of Black Butler? Honestly, it's gone slightly off course, but like the general premise of Black Butler, there's this 13-year-old kid named CL. Long ago, his family was attacked. He was kidnapped by a cult, went through horrendous torture, and then as a last minute, right before So, there was a turning point during the time he was captured by that cult and during all the torture, and he ends up the cult ends up summoning a demon, and then they get surprised when a demon shows up, this guy. And so the kid makes a deal with the demon, like, hey, I will give you my soul if you help me kill everyone that led to the demise of my family, the Phantom Hive family. So his name is CL Phantom Hive. They make a deal. He has the demon mark on his eye. That's where he wears an eye patch. And Sebastian's the demon. Only these two know, that, like, human, demon. Oh, and then the Grim Reapers. So there's a whole huge cast of characters. Essentially, they're just trying to track down people that led to the demise of his family. Also, the Phantom High family takes care of any sort of requests from the queen that deal with sort of any underworld or political background. So any sort of, I guess, dirty work that the queen needs to be done, they go to the Phantom Hive family. The Phantom Hives are considered the guard dogs of the queen. So, or the bodyguard dog. Yeah, the guard dogs. Yeah, the guard dogs of the queen. And so that's the general premise. And during the various arcs, they just meet a bunch of new people that aren't essentially... It's very gray. There's very much a lot of gray areas in Black Butler. The anime, I think... It's been a while since I read the beginning. Up from the circus arc forward, that has been to the point with the manga. So this is going to be tied to the manga. Those other seasons, season 1, 2, as well as side stories, were not in the manga. We really don't consider that canon. It's just kind of something that I think the studio just went with. This is still ongoing, actually. It just broke out of hiatus. I believe next month is when the hiatus ends. The author of this work, Yana Sensei, she is in charge of the game that I always go on about, Twisted Wonderland. It's had a lot of really big major updates, so now she's able to continue working on Black Butler, and we are approaching the final arc. Very excited, very excited. But yeah, if you have favorite characters, don't read Black Butler. Just don't read Black Butler. Yeah, just if you have a favorite character in the show, I just don't have a favorite character. Just don't. Just don't. Like that's all I'm gonna say to you. Is just don't. Fun fact though, I did cosplay as Grell once for a church event. The irony. The irony. And I had a Black Butler bag that had the little demon symbol too, that I used for trick-or-treating, that I attended another church event. Had to hug the bag to my stomach. Yeah, good times, good times. Anyways, other yes, yeah. Twisted Wonderland and Black Butler are created by the same person, Yana Sensei. Yay! Yeah! But yeah, love Black Butler. I do recommend just reading the manga up until the circus arc, and then you can just watch the rest of the anime after that. You don't have to, like, just read from chapter 1 up until the circus arc, and then you could just go full anime. Like, you just start the circus arc and then just continue from there, because everything is pretty much a pretty accurate description of the manga. So true to the manga. That's the word I was looking for. True to the manga. All right, hard to argue with the tatas, exactly. Okay, what is this? In the Edo period, there's a shrine maiden called Itsuki Hime in the mountain village of Kadono. Jinta, a young man who acts as the shrine maiden's guardian despite being a stranger, encounters a mysterious demon who speaks of the far future in the forest where he went to defeat it. From Edo to Heisei era? Oh, we got that mixed up. This huge Japanese fantasy series follows a demon man who travels through time while continuously questioning the meaning of wielding a sword. What? Time travel. Alright, I'm gonna give it 2 stars. I do want to watch episode 1, see how this goes. He looks very hot, but also you have a time-traveling samurai. I haven't really watched that premise before, so I'm intrigued. You gotta dip. Okay, bye. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Really like that meme with the guy standing in the corner of the party. They don't know I'm cosplaying an anime character. Sorta. I was kind of in charge of one of the booths at the church event. So when people ask me, what are you? I was like, I'm just an anime character. I'm a doctor's assistant. As I hold my big cardboard chainsaw. Which my father made for me, by the way. No, I didn't dye my hair. I just got some hairspray that's like the red paint and just painted my hair. And then for Grell's outfit, so he wears like, there you go. They wear a white like dress shirt, and it was kind of hot in October, so I just had like a white polo that obviously got red from the paint on the back, and then some black skinny pants, and that was pretty much it. And then I had a red coat, and I had the glasses too. a friend of mine back then. We kind of helped each other with her cosplay. I think she wanted to cosplay as Blair. No, she wanted to cosplay as one of the witches from Soul Eater. I can't remember which one though. It wasn't Blair, it was somebody else. And so she helped make my glasses thing, and I was very grateful. I think I still have it somewhere. And funny enough, I had red glasses back then, and I still have them now. So, not the same red glasses, but the place I get my glasses from, they have red frames of the same one I usually get, so I'm very excited. Also, it was an event where, yeah, you know, it was a Halloween event. We were celebrating, like, Halloween at the church and handing out candy and stuff. A bunch of my churches usually have, like, little events where they have, like, candy and ice cream and some food, and they hand out food to everybody. You can pay for tickets or it's free. It just depends on the church. But yeah, no, it was a Halloween church event. No, I did not explain what Black Butler was, nor was I going to go into detail about that. All right. Wait, I saw this one. Okay, I actually have volume 1 and 2. I don't know if I'm... So this is what the art style generally looks like. Okay, we might get copyright hit, but I'm just gonna show the thing real quick. We can delete this part later. I did that last time. I'll just delete it later. But let me see what the art style looks like. And it's actually very confusing. I don't even know what the premise is. I even tried to read the summary. It didn't make any sense. So I'm actually not hearing it myself. I'm just kind of watching it real quick. We're all gonna watch this muted. So I actually have the manga for this, and I kind of skimmed it, but I do have volume 1 and 2, and I was kind of confused. Yeah, the art style is very unique. What? Who's that? What? Did she just meet a bunch of guys? I don't remember this one. I'm so confused. What? Let me see the VAs, because I didn't get to hear them. Kaito, Kengo. Oh, wait. Which one? Kengo. Oh, it's my man! He voices a lot of characters I like. Oh, it's funny. I don't recognize him. He is... Oh, you're the dad. Oh, I liked him too. Okay, it's not coming to mind at the moment, his voice. Yeah. Okay. I am familiar with him though. Okay. And then who are you? Who do you voice? What? You voice Jinwoo? Oh my god! Hijita and Jinwoo are the same V. I had no idea. Reeds. Oh, okay, no. Okay. Finally coming to me now. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's also very... I want to say popular. All these characters look so generic. They're probably MCs, so I'm gonna assume he's popular. Wait! Hold on! Wait! Hold on, I saw something! Wait! I saw Pretty Boy Detective Club! Who was he? Who was it? I scrolled down pretty much. Reets. I scrolled down like a lot. Where is he? Oh! Oh, he was him! Okay, that makes sense. I see now, I see. Okay, let's read the premise, because when I read, like, skimmed through the manga, I was actually genuinely confused what the premise was for this one. Do you have a list of all your mans? Was that an angel from Ava? I'm not too sure, I didn't see. Also, looks really familiar. Who's animating this, and what are the author's other works? Oh shoot, I just remember I left 2 cans of pop in the freezer. Were you not supposed to? Did they freeze? I don't know if that author... Let me see... Male Readers Division. Yeah, but who's the author real quick? Hold on, let me see the author's other works real quick. I really liked the art style when I did see it, though. I thought it was really pretty. Let's see. Jun Mayuzuki. Zuki Manga. Okay. Let's see. Her other works are... Oh, After the Rain! That's probably where you're recognizing it from. Oh, I think I actually remember After the Rain. I might have skimmed it at Barnes & Noble's, and I was kind of intrigued. I'm not 100% sure what it was, though. After the Rain manga. Is this the one where she falls in love with an older guy? Yeah, she finds herself inexplicably working part-time at a family restaurant as a recourse. She finds herself inexplicably falling in love with her manager, a divorced 45-year-old man with a young, I think that's a young daughter. I'm not too sure. Let me see. I'll show you guys right now what the thumbnail looks like for that one. That's probably where you're recognizing it from. I didn't know she did After the Rain. Interesting. But young son. He has a young son. Despite the age gap, Akira wholeheartedly embraces his mannerisms and kind nature, which is seen as spineless by the other employees, and little by little to begin to understand each other. Oh. Yeah, that's the one. She did... Okay, I didn't know she did those two. Okay, that's interesting. That show there's a show! There's a manga! After the Rain anime. There's an anime? What? I didn't know there is an anime for the... I think I'll just stick to the manga. The manga. Look at... Why did it piss you off? Let me show everybody else the artwork so you guys can... It had so much... But did you read the manga? Because they might have flubbed the show. After the Rain. I don't know. I kind of skimmed through volume 1 when I was at Barnes & Noble's. I thought it was pretty good. I took a picture of it. Alright, let me read with the synopsis. Because I skimmed through volume 1. I was confused as shit. Okay, in the distant future, individuals who adore the old way of life live in Kowloon Walled City, a slum city that serves as a refuge for those who long for Hong Kong of the past. Okay. Realtor Reiko Fujidai, however, craves for the new and exciting places in the area. In contrast, her only coworker, Hajime Kudo, enjoys the nostalgia the city invokes and is put off by anything modern that seeps past its walls. But despite their differing views and constant bickering on the most mundane of things, the two often find themselves enjoying each other's company. One day, a prank gone wrong leads Hajime to make an unexpected advance towards Reiko, after which he swiftly apologizes for. Baffled by his actions, Reiko starts investigating... Baffled by his actions, Reiko starts investigating for possible explanations, only to discover a past that she has no memory of. See, that's what confuses me. She talks to him a lot, but there's a lot of back and forth of like her talking to a photo or her being by herself somewhere. And I don't know, I was always confused that it felt like she was always reminiscing of the past, and then in the future she was kind of just by herself in the middle of nowhere. You know, so I was really genuinely confused what this was about and how they were going about it, just because it kept going back and forth. And it was a cop-out. What happened? Random guy... What?! Oh my god! And then we never see it again. Completely unnecessary ending. What? Not gonna lie though, they do include that kind of trope a lot in different genres. So I'm genuinely not surprised they did include that sort of scene in it, just because they included so much in other stuff. I still remember Banana Fish. People were so angry. Sometimes you just add a scene because you just really want to add a scene. You just, you don't know why they added the scene. No matter how many times an editor is going to beg the author, why are you going to add that scene? Can we please not do that? The author's going to do what the author wants to do. Okay. Case in point, Banana Fish. That's all I'm going to say. I think they include it on like other ones too. I don't want to dive into it, but yeah. Not surprised. Sucks it does include that, but again, I'm really not that surprised. The Shuinji family children. The love between brother and I'm already kind of like I'm kind of scared. I kind of don't want to finish reading this. The love between brother and sister, the love between man and woman, that which is most forbidden is most unyielding. The 2 sons and 5 daughters of the Shuinji family shine like brilliant gems, with each with intelligence and beauty in equal measure, and with the pedigree of their wealthy father behind them, how could they not be the talk of the town? Eldest son Arata has spent his life being tossed around by the whims of his colorful sisters, yet a little teasing won't stop him from valuing his family over anything and anyone else. When his youngest sister turns 15, their father reveals a long-hidden secret of the Shuinji siblings and knocks Arata's world off its axis. Sweet home Alabama. I kind of want to. I'm gonna look this up. I'm generally just gonna look this up. I'm not gonna watch it. That already threw me off. I think it could have been really sweet and cute, but they just completely fumbled the ball. I thought it could have been an interesting concept to explore, but it just went nowhere. Oh no. I'll just read the manga then. I'll let you know how it goes. What is the secret in Shuinji family child manga? I mean, okay, I'm gonna spoil this. Okay, I'm gonna spoil this. If you want to not hear the spoiler, please mute now. Please. I'm not gonna. Oh, please do. What's the secret sauce? Okay. Spoilers, which it really shouldn't be that much of a surprise. I'm gonna spoil this one right now. Apparently, and I mean, it looks kind of obvious, none of the siblings are related. They are all adopted. All of the siblings are adopted. As you can tell. All the siblings are adopted. Yeah. Okay. So, the guy in the back right here, the brunette, he's the eldest, and I'm assuming all of his siblings are in love with him. I don't know about his brother. He might just be standing there on the sidelines. apparently this has 6 volumes right now. Yeah, okay, so luckily none of the siblings are related. No, I'm not saying it doesn't make it alright, but I'm saying it's better than most anime where the siblings are legitimately related and they still want to do the do, okay? At least in this case, they're technically not related by blood, but it's still weird. Yeah, I'm not watching this. I have no idea about the brother. He could be gay for all I know. I have no idea. Like I said, ideal male fantasy. Yep. Anyways, if you guys are interested in that, have fun, I guess. Right away I could already tell when it said the love of brother and sister and the love of man and woman. I was like, oh no, no. Hi Chibi, welcome. 90% of anime plots, yes. There's gotta be like a lot of anime really like using the sister and brother, the siscon and brocon complex, like a lot. I don't know why the dad had to state that. He's like, oh, your youngest sister is 15 now. Now I can tell you guys that none of you are related. Sibling love, yeah. The moment that was the opener, I was like, yeah, we're not doing that today. Anyways, definitely not watching this. I'm the evil overlord of the intergalactic empire. Okay. In his last life, Liam lived as a... I'm sorry, Liam. I'm sorry. Hi, Vante. Hi, Chibi. Welcome. Tell me you don't like to pick up girls at family gatherings. I don't go with family gatherings. I've never gone to family gatherings. I just have my immediate family. Everyone else is like gone, or we just don't speak to them. Oh my god. So I have heard stories where people married their cousins and or hooked up with a long lost sibling. So all right. In his past life, Liam lived as a moral, responsible person, but died deep in debt and betrayed by his wife. How sad. We're born in the ruling family of vast interstellar empire. Liam knows that life is divided between downtrodden and the ones who do the stomping. So sorry, just the way that was stated. Oh, I'm sorry. It just sounded a little silly. Just sounds slightly silly. Okay, do the stomping. So this time he's going to take what he wants and live for himself, but somehow things refuse to work out that way. Despite doing his best to become a tyrant, Liam's decisions lead to nothing but peace and prosperity for the Empire under his rule, and he just gets more and more popular. I don't know, it's giving me Chuny vibes, and I kind of don't want to be there for that, so I will probably not be watching this one. Oh, I didn't say if I was going. Okay, yeah. 2 stars. I'm gonna watch episode 1 and see how it goes. And if it leaves me as confused as the manga did, I will try and watch episode 2. If even after that doesn't work out, I'm not watching it. I'll just stick to the manga. You would think the parents would warn them if it's a long lost sibling thing. Oh yeah, no. I think there's this guy, he's a DJ for La Quinceañeras. And he was saying how during a quinceañera, apparently the oh my god, what's it called, the girl, what's the girl, what's like the title they give the birthday girl? Oh my god, I forgot. Anyways, her parents got divorced, and something so divorce and family, and she ended up like was dating her cousin, or it was like her half brother. I'm not too sure. I totally forgot. I'm not 100% positive, but yeah, I think they ended up like saying something, and I think he had to speak up about it. I'm not too sure. I'm not 100% positive, but it was definitely something like that. There was one. Okay. If they ever write a thoughtful and complex plot about sibling love, might you overlook the taboo? You know, as someone who's seen clips of Magical High School Index and oh, what's that other one? Oh my god. Oh my god. As someone, yeah, it's that one. As someone who has seen clips of high school, Magical High School, and where we are at least alone, yeah. Yeah, as someone who's seen clips of that, no, 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 I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. Shoshimin was great. Best final episode where the characters are just talking at cafe. Great mundane mystery show. Which one? Which one? What? There was one show where I was like, yo, it's messed up, but it's kind of rude. Which one? Which one? You know, I think it depends on the situation. Like, if it's like kids that you sort of legally adopted and you just don't tell them they're related until one of them questionably turns 15, which is kind of odd. You know, I don't know. I know there's situations where, like, back in the day, families would adopt, like, a son or a daughter that would marry their son or daughter, just because they were a really good fit or something. And so they were just, like, a really close family to begin with. So I understand that, but, like, in this case, you adopted all these kids, and they genuinely thought they were related for some reason, considering the different eye and hair color. So they, like, you know, and you don't tell them till later. Especially at a tumultuous time where they're in high school, and that's where feelings starting to develop, you know. And most anime, a lot of the time, if there's some sort of like sibling relationship, I just genuinely cannot see it in a kind-hearted way, you know, unless it's actually genuine, like, oh, hey, you're my sibling and like I care for you. But this seems more like please marry me kind of situation. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. What? Called Koi Kaze for that faint of heart. What? Preempted moving to the next show. Oh no, it's all good. No, it's all good. I didn't. This one you mean, or what were you looking at? Oh, this one! Oh my god! Yeah, I agree with you, Ghost. Shoshimi was really, really good. I am looking forward to that. Oh my god, I'm kind of excited. I'm so excited. I was like, which one? I forgot it's called Shoshimi. When I looked at Ordinary, I was like, oh yeah, that one. I remember. Koi Cut is a certified hood classic. What's a certified hood classic? Oh, the one I just mentioned. Japanese to English. Redo of Healer. Something Healer. Oh! Isn't that an ecchi one? What is it with that face? Oh my god. FBI, do not knock down my door. I swear I'm not looking up anything weird. You said it was written well? Question mark? One of the frames is reminding me of, like, that really cursed anime about ice cream in a car. We're not doing that today. Actually, it's been a long time since I watched something that good. Yeah, I'm like looking at like some of the screenshots. I was like, no, that's like throwing me back to that one weird anime in a car with ice cream. If you know, you know. If you don't want to find out. Okay, so if you guys don't know what this one is, I'm gonna reiterate season 1 because I actually really loved season 1. It was very, very good. Okay, Jogoro Kobato has a habit of inserting himself into other people's problems. After realizing his detective skills are neither wanted nor appreciated, he makes an agreement with his shy friend Yuki Osanai to become ordinary together. Now entering high school, they aim to be perceived as regular people, yet Kobato cannot help but fall back into his deductive ways when facing with everyday mysteries. Unfortunately, mundane occurrences are not all the duos stumble across as they go through their school days trying to avoid drawing attention to themselves. Kobato and Osanai at times get caught in incidents and put their plan of peaceful average life at risk. Okay, so another spoiler. These two aren't dating, but they were so close together that people genuinely thought they were dating, that when they had a falling out at the end of season 1 after a particular incident, they end up dating. It's really funny. So this girl like says, "Hey Kobato, go out with me because you're no longer dating Osanai-san," and he doesn't correct her. He's just like, yeah, we're not together anymore. And she's like, okay, then date me. So they just date on the spur of the moment. And then this new guy, I think he's a first year or something, part of like the newspaper club or whatever, he ends up really liking Osanai and he asks her out and she agrees. So these two are dating, though these two are like the true couple. Why is there smoke in the back? What the fudge? But yeah, it was actually very good the way they format it, and they do it in a long horizontal. Oh my god, what was the way that it's framed is a particular way that I really liked because it reminded me of like an old film, sort of. Wait, which one did you look up? No, I meant when I looked up the Koikaze, I saw a screenshot and it kind of reminded me of this. Yeah, not the ice cream. Yeah. Is there a studio you guys avoid or being disappointed if their anime series y'all were looking forward to? There was one studio I was adamantly avoiding because other shows that I've seen from them were just complete crap. But then apparently they got a hold of Heaven's Official Blessing, and they did a lot of outsourcing, I believe. So it ended up turning out very good. One of the artists that helped out with key animating for a few parts, she was actually very big in the Danmei community, so we're all very excited and happy for her. And yeah, so they did a good job, and I kind of slowly started watching more of their stuff and not having this preconceived like, wow, anything you make is probably going to look as bad as I recall it being back then. But no, they put in all the stops, they got really good animation, they got a good team, so awesome possum. Last scene was a car on fire in the field, so I guess the poster is that. The car on fire in the field? Ghost Racer, I don't remember that. I don't remember that scene at all. My bad. Okay, so 20,000 stars. I'm gonna watch this. Your Forma. In the alternate 2023, the Your Forma, a miraculous smart thread technology initially developed to treat a massive outbreak of viral, I don't know how to say that, has become an integral part of daily life. But these convenient devices come with an invasive drawback. They record every sight, sound, and even emotion their user experiences. For electronic investigator Ichika Hieda, diving into people's memories via the Your Forma and hunting for evidence to solve the toughest crimes is all part of Does that ring a bell? What's king? Problem is, she's so good at what she does that her assistants literally fry their brains trying to keep up with her. After putting one too many aides in the hospital, the top brass finally furnish Echika with a partner of her level, a brilliant cheeky android named Harold Lucre. Oh, I thought he was the main guy. Okay, no, she's the main character and he's the assistant. You know, I've been seeing that lately with cute shorty detective girls having like an assistant that helps them out. Android named Harold Lucroft. Does this unlikely duo have what it takes to resolve their mutual suspicions and avert a deadly technological infection from sweeping across the globe before it's too late? 2 stars, just because I don't. Ooh, give me a second. I just see. Oh, he's very handsome. Oh, he's so handsome. Second brother, he has siblings. She's giving me like Fate vibes. I don't know, like she looks like a character that'd be in Fate. But I'm also kind of skeptical because any relationship between a human and an android just break my heart so much. And I'm just like, no! Ah! Amish looks good. What the fudge? She got kidnapped. He got kidnapped. No. Kidnapped. I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. It's kind of like, I don't know. Oh, Kandoa. Okay. Potential. No. Who is this again? Oh! Ah, okay. Alright, alright. I'm sort of seeing the mental image. Oh, you're Akazuko! Oh, Riku! What the fuck? You guys are the same V. What? No way! No! How dare you be able to act as a sunshine baby and then the most emoest baby? What? No! Oh my god, it's throwing me off. And you're Yuri? And you're Anthony! No, no, we're stopping this bullshit. No! No! Gosh darn. Okay, I'm sold. Hi, Zach. Welcome, welcome. Alright, 2 stars. Definitely gonna watch it. I'm kind of intrigued. The animation looks decent. I know the VA. Oh my god. I didn't know they had the same VA. It always throws me off every time I see a voice actor play a sunshine character and then they have another role of like the most deepest, darkest character you can imagine. You're like, why? Why? How? It's Somnium Files or ID? And yes, it reminded me of Somnium Files a little bit. I was gonna say I avoid anything PA works, but they did do Makia. I think a lot of companies, it's just gonna be hit or miss and how much of a budget they have. I'll be discussing this when we go look at the previous season. There's a lot of moments in a show where it was really good, and then you can tell later on that the budget kind of decreased because you could just tell it's not as good as it was before. All it takes is a VA. Did I miss a lot? Not too much. We're already like an hour and a half in, and I still haven't gotten that far down. We still have like all this left. So it's still a lot left. Sorry, so whenever we do anime, this tends to take longer, like usually 4 to 5 hours, so. Alright. Oh, I hear a knock. Give me a second. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try my Lena light. Yay, kitty. Okay, so. Yeah, this is wow, it's really bright. Neon. That reminds me, Ian Sun's JPB is one of my favorites. Couldn't believe I didn't recognize her voice. I'm a fake fan. Whoo! Ayaka Ohashi. I don't recognize any of the characters she played. Nope, doesn't look familiar. Sorry about that, Fei Long. Okay, so have my mans in that VA would be one of my women. No, Ayaka's VA is my absolute favorite. Sayori, oh my god, I love her so much. You can tell it's her. She always plays the sweet, innocent characters, and she's like, yeah. Okay, slice of life. Summer Pockets. Summer Pockets is set on this looks like a visual novel. It's set on an isolated, rural, and peaceful island of the Seto Inland Sea called Torishiro-jima, which has a population of about 2,000 people. The protagonist, Heidi Takahara, grew up in an urban setting, but after an unpleasant incident, he uses the recent death of his grandmother as an excuse to come to the island and take care of his... It's not like a Hallmark romance, but it's just a guy instead of a woman. It's okay, she exists to me. I got you. Once there, he gets to know 4 girls who are the focus of the story. Shiroha Naruse, who forgot her summer vacation. Aoi Sorakado, who is pursuing the legends of the island. Kamome Kushima, a high school girl looking for a pirate ship. And Tsumugi Wenders, a young girl trying to find herself. Yeah, probably not gonna watch that. Visual novel, I knew it. It looks like a visual novel. You can tell it's a visual novel. Nah, I'm okay. Alright. Mobile Suit Gunman, I don't know how to pronounce it. Amate Yuzuriha. Amate is a high school student living peacefully in a space colony floating in outer space. When she meets a war refugee called Nian, Amate is drawn into illegal mobile suit dueling sports known as clan battle. Under the entry name Machu, she throws herself into fierce battle day after day, piloting the... Then an unidentified Gundam mobile suit pursued by both the Space Force and the police appears before her, along with its pilot, a boy named Shuji. Now their world is about to enter a new era. Anyways, probably not gonna watch that one. Not really into like the whole Gundam series, so if it's Gundam anything, haven't really watched it. Makina's a love bot. I see that ecchi tag. Makina Agatsumi, the school idol, moves into the home of Eita Akutsu, an introverted mechanical otaku. Eita, who has secretly hard feelings for her, thinks he's hit the jackpot, but it turns out she's actually a robot made for sexual purposes. Caught off guard by her sudden physical advances, the virgin Eita is at a loss. Furthermore, he finds himself in a frenzy trying to help her maintain her secret identity, a romantic comedy with a slightly risque mechanical revelation, where hilarities ensues as they try to keep the secret under wraps. Okay, let me see the trailer. I'm genuinely curious. let me... YouTube, don't bonk me. YouTube, don't bonk me, please. Don't bonk me. I beg you. Please. Please. Oh my god, her leg just like fell off. Girl, you good? I don't think she's good. What happened to you? Why did you get hit by a car? What? Why is she in that? Oh. What is this? Why does she have a knife to his butt? I'm just kidding. I was just curious. Oh wait, they have the ecchi tag in red? Yes, it's in red. If a certain Ma woman's ever voices the character in Genshin, I will drop a back. I'm still waiting for Yuki Kaji. I'm still waiting for him to voice in Genshin. Alright. Oh jeez. Okay, I'm not gonna watch. I was just curious about the trailer. Everyone's booba is ginormous though, oh my god. Okay, Once Upon a Witch's Death. Ooh, I'm intrigued. On her 17th birthday, the apprentice witch Meg learns that she only has 1 year left to live. Her teacher, the long-lived witch Faust, explains the only way to undo the death curse is to collect tears of joy and grow the seed of life. To find them, Meg will have to leave the shelter life she's always known and head out into the world. There'll be meetings, partings, and friendships aplenty, and of course many tears. Meg will learn the most important lessons for a witch are bright, sweet, and somewhat heart-wrenching. Okay, I'm gonna watch this because this genre has not disappointed me, where a witch in training, or a witch with a goal travels out into the world. This genre has not left me disappointed, though I am gonna face it like Russian roulette, where this will either be 50-50 good-hearted or 50-50 it's gonna be like super dark shit. So, my god, what was the other manga? Traveling Witch Silver Hair. Manga. Wandering Witch. Okay, so when I was watching Wandering Witch, I feel like I was playing 50-50 every single week, because it was either that week it was going to be really dark and really scary, or it was going to be really fun in games. You just didn't know, and I didn't know about it till I think one of the weeks. Little Witch Academy was big, but I don't recall it being dark. I recall it being like very good and fun-natured. But after Wandering Witch, which is kind of the vibe this is giving me, I don't know what to expect. So if you don't remember Wandering Witch, she basically gets trained to be able to handle the world, and she travels around, and she comes across a myriad of people. 3 stories that come to mind was the village with the flowers that were eating people. The other thing that came to mind was she came across a nobleman's house, and you can tell he was abusing the maid, who was like a young girl. And the boy who's the son of the nobleman was like, yeah, I want to make her happy. And the witch had gave him some tips and tricks. But then after realizing how this guy was like sort of treating the girl, and there's a particular scene that's like very vivid in my mind, of the noble and the girl exiting the room, and he's like fixing his pants and she's like fixing her skirt. So to me, the witch thinks that when she left, that once the boy shows the jar of happiness to the girl, she's either assuming the chick's gonna go crazy and just murder everybody, but she doesn't know. She's like, you know, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I did what I could and I'm just gonna go. And she leaves. Another incident was, it was like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, but then the daughter ended up going crazy after like her love got killed, and she ends up turning to a dragon, I think, and destroying her entire empire. Another one was at the end where they're trying to find a serial killer or something, and she's trying to help this girl to go back in time, and then supposedly the girl was abused by her parents in that sort of nature, as well as like verbal and other kinds of abuse. And the father made weird comments to the MC too, and she's like, you know, I'm getting kind of bad vibes from your parents. And you end up finding out like, oh no, she was a serial killer to begin with. She was like dead set on this. So yeah, that one got kind of dark very, very quickly. So that's why I'm kind of looking at it as like, okay, there's a chance that this could be very dark or very fun. And I'm just going to go forward like I do with all my magical girl anime. I'm just going to assume the worst and hope for the best. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to have hopes anymore for this being good. Like, it's still going to be good. I just meant like, I'm not going to have hopes that it's going to be sunshine and rainbows. Because anything with magic, I think, is just not going to be sunshine and rainbows. All right. Rock is a lady's modesty. What is this? I think I actually saw this one, like a trailer for this one. At an elite all-girls school academy where refined young ladies gather, Liliza Suzunomiya, now the daughter of a real estate tycoon after her mother remarried, is forced to abandon her guitar and rock music to fit in. However, her passion is reignited by the sounds from the old school building, where she meets a skilled drummer who shares her love for rock. Together they embrace the inner rock stars, elegantly clashing and shouting their way through the academy and the captivating tale of grace and rebellion. Definitely go watch this one. Okay, so definitely gonna be 2 stars. I do want to watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna stay on it, but I would like to watch it. Sounds like Mad Father. No, I think Mad Father was rather tamed. Very tamed. Versus other things. What? Season 2 is like... Oh my god. Oh my god, I totally forgot Flying Witch. Flying Witch was good. That, yeah, you're right, Ghost Racer. That was fluffy, and it was a good slice of life show. And I enjoyed watching that. I could just chillax and watch Flying Witch. That was a good one. What is this? Oh, yeah, I've been seeing, like, animated trailers of this, but, like, not like an actual anime, but more like the animated drawing kind of for like a trailer. Like, oh, read the manga. Interesting, interesting. Let me see the VAs. Hold on. N? Is this the guy I think it is? I might be getting mixed with somebody. You're Tamaki? What? Huh. Oh, that name looks familiar. Oh, but it's the asshole. Nah. Who's this guy? Let me see. Oh. Dino! Oh, wait, they have the same VA. What? You guys should no. Oh, I didn't know they shared a VA. Oh, your baby. Oh, your sweet summer child. Oh, okay, okay. What? Okay, I might be a little sold, just a little bit. Wait, hold on, wait. I just saw him for A3. Who were you in A3? I'm sorry that I keep getting distracted. I'm just trying to find a reason to watch a show. Who is... Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. Didn't know that. Alright, 2 stars. I might watch it. I don't know. I'm kind of debatable on the animation and the story. I don't know. I don't have super high hopes for it, but like it's been being pushed a lot by like a lot of manga websites too, so I'm gonna have a little bit of faith. It's just Anne of Green Gables. Life is not easy for Anne Shirley, 11-year-old orphan with vast imagination and short temper. In a twist of fate, she gets taken to Cuthbert House and Avonlea. The elderly occupants Marilla and Matthew Cuthbert were looking for a young boy help in the fields, but they're in for a quiet shock when they realize Anne is a girl. Adapted by the acclaimed classic by Adapted from the acclaimed classic by L.M. Montgomery, Akage no Anne portrays Anne's upbringing from 11 to 17 years of age and her encounter. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. Anne of Green Gables. I was like, wait. I haven't read Anne of Green Gables. I'm sorry if the places didn't sound familiar. But the moment I saw Anne and I looked at the art, I was like, that looks like Anne of Green Gables. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Because every time I read like a manga adaptation of a classic, I feel like it ruins the classic for me and I can't enjoy it as what I would have enjoyed it before reading the manga. Well, whatever. Do the VA sometimes make the show for you, Antonia? Yeah, actually, sometimes if I don't hear a certain VA for a while and the show is just really not selling it for me, I just straight up won't watch it. Oh. I thought that was a new Fate character. I was like, they have horses now in Fate? Sure, remind me of Saber with horse ears. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it or not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Oh. For fuck's sakes. Okay, so Bye Bye Earth was the one I told y'all had a really solid cast of amazing voice actors. Like, they had, like, top tier voice actors that are, like, in everything. problem was the anime just kept jumping around plot points that it just stopped making sense later, and there's a lot of open plot points that just they never explained, or if they did, it was really cryptic and poetic, and I was like, what the fuck are you going on about? So I'm glad there's a season 2. These two were a couple, and then they had a falling out because he's having like a mental breakdown, and he became like the leader of the underworld kind of thing, and he controls the dead now, and they're fighting, and I don't know, I kind of want them to get back together, but like at this point I don't even know what to expect from the plot. So for sure I am gonna watch it because I committed to season 1, and like I said, they had a really good lineup of voice actors, and I mean like popular voice actors. This ain't no like, oh, just some random person. I'm sorry, what? The Gorilla God's go-to girl. Okay. But yeah, they had a really solid lineup, so I will stick to it, I suppose. Alright. Zatsutabi, That's Journey. Chika Suzugamori, a rookie manga artist, has been rejected every time she submits a new draft. On the verge of giving up, she suddenly gets the idea of going on a journey that heals precisely because it's rough. This is the ultimate travel comic. No, I'm okay. I'm not one for slice of life. I get bored sometimes. Even with, like, you know, drama and fantasy other manga, anime, if it's like the same plot, I just kind of get bored. But if you like slice of life and traveling, this is the anime for you. Alright. I'm already not liking art style, but we'll see. The Unaware Atelier Meister. One day, Kurt, a kind-hearted boy, is suddenly kicked out of the hero's party for being useless. If we just copy and paste this summary, I wonder how many anime could pop up. We just copy and paste this one small part of the line. I wonder how many different shows are gonna pop up. He finds that his aptitude for weapons, magic, and all other combat-related skills is the lowest rand, so he takes odd jobs repairing the castle walls and digging for minerals, where his exceptional abilities are immediately revealed. He proves to be skillful in cooking, building, mining, crafting magical tools. In fact, his aptitude for every skill related to combat had an SS ranking. Unrelated to combat. Okay, Kurt, however, seems completely unaware of his talents and ends up saving people of town, even the country, through his unaware action. Oh, for fuck's sake, we're not doing this again. Okay, so they had a paladin one where the guy was just completely unaware of how strong he was, and he was just oblivious. Apparently people commenting too, they're like, no, this sticks with the manga. It's been several chapters. He's still sticking to it. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes. So I dropped that one immediately. It was funny while it lasted, but to continue with the obliviousness was just like really pushing it, and I couldn't. We're not doing that today. No, thank you. Didn't you just read the exact same line? Yeah, no, the exact same line. Anyways. Hey, you know what? As long as authors are just like making their own story, go for it, honey. Go for it. All right. Uma Musume Cinderella Grey, spin-off of the Uma Musume project by Sai Games. It follows Ogiri Cap through her times as Kazamutsu Training Center Kami and on her journey becoming a legendary horse girl. Yeah, I kind of got tired of the Uma Musume series, so I didn't keep up with it. Anyways, if you're interested in that, there's another one. Yay! Okay, the Gorilla God's go-to girl. What is this? In a world where individuals receive blessings from various animal gods at the age of 16, Sophia Leeler, a timid Count Star, unexpectedly receives the blessing of the Gorilla God, said to be the strongest in combat. Though she longs for a peaceful school life, her rare and powerful ability attracts the attention of the Royal Knights, who scout her as an apprentice knight. Despite her best effort to hide her overwhelming strength, she can't help but stand out. Meanwhile, the promising young knights around her watch over her with kindness. Aww, I had to. Okay, you know what? Hold on, let me see. Okay, just my mic is open. I'm gonna listen to this, and you guys. I'm kind of tired of looking at the VA. I can tell if it's them as soon as I hear it. So I'm gonna listen to it. You guys. No. Please, no, I have to watch it now. It tells you to. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Oh my god. I thought that said Leo Leona's Beast voice actor. I like the moment he spoke, I was like, that's my man. That's my man. And then I thought I said Leona, but his name's Leo Hart. Oh my god. He's categorized as the guy that voice acts the Lion Men. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, that's my man. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, I think Louis is the main love interest. Is he, wait, is he like the butler? I love you already. Oh my god. Who's your character's Leo Hart? Leo Hart, I'm a man. Let me show you, like every time I hear his voice, let me show you who is popping up in my head. I'm gonna have him on screen so you guys can be like, oh, okay, Tonya, that's kinda... You go, I guess. Let me see, I'm trying to find like a really good one of him. I'm just gonna... Oh, wait! Well, no, hold on. I'm looking. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm like trying to find... I kind of... Here, okay, we'll just do this one. No, I feel like this one doesn't capture it. Okay, we're just gonna have to do this one. Yeah, this one's good. No, but I kind of showed you like a close-up. Hold on. I need to show y'all. Because, like, I feel like me freaking out on my own is just like, oh, she's just being funny, I guess. Hold on, let me show you my man. This was during his hometown event. So he's would you have watched this and know your man's was in this? I don't know, I probably wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't really skeptical. But now that I heard him, it's too late now. Like, I already know he's here. Oops. Hurts. This is my man. Every time I hear his voice, I'm thinking of this character. His name is Leona King Scholar, okay? This is my man right here, okay? Funny enough, okay, so weirdly enough, in Twisted Wonderland, my two favorite characters are Vil and Lilia. And my two favorite, like, characters I swoon for are Rook, Vil, and Leona. But Leona, hands down, like, oh my gosh. I always swoon for Leona's VA and just Leona in general, but he's actually not my favorite character. It's Lilia and Vil, so I have all Lilia and Vil's cards. I don't have all of his. Actually, he didn't even want to come home. I don't even have this damn card. I'm so pissed. Anyways. Anyways. Not exactly playing second from the title. Didn't you oh wait, which one? Oh, this one? Alright. Okay, my man, right there. All right, so moving on. This one looked good. I loved her dress. It looks really pretty. The Dinner Table Detective, set in Kunitachi City, Tokyo. Reiko Hosho, a rookie detective at Kunitachi Police Department, is also the heiress of the globally renowned Hosho Group. She tackles challenging cases alongside Inspector Kazamatsuri, heir to the Kazamatsuri Motors family business, and Kageyama, her sharp-tongued butler and driver. With biting remarks like, "Are your eyes merely decorative, my lady?" Kageyama not only critiques Reiko's lack of detective skills, but also brilliantly solves the mysteries at hand. A sharp-tongued butler meets classic detective fiction, this unique mastery series. What kind of vibe are we doing? I feel like we were... What? Let me see. If the detective's like a freaking asshole beyond prepare, I don't think I want to... Let me see. I'm sorry, that hip sway. I don't know. That was a weirdly animated hip sway. Wait, I like this VA! That guy usually plays a lot of butlers. Oh my god! Oh, no, yeah, we're watching it. We're watching it. Oh, you mother... Another voice actor that I absolutely love his work. Okay, the fact that he's voice acting the detective, I can tell right away what kind of character it is. Oh, my man, Mamoru Miyano. Oh, you sweet baby summer child, honey, sweetie pie. Adorable darling. Fucking wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. No! No way! No, 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 you're fucking with me so hard right now. Oh my god. Alright, do you guys remember this character? Do you remember this beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous, lovely, pretty boy? Yeah, the butler is the same voice actor as this pretty boy. I didn't even think Yuki Kaji can do the sexy butler voice. I was just kind of shocked. I kind of just sat... I was... Oh my god, that's him. Okay, we're definitely watching this show. They have Mamoru Miyano as a detective, and they have the butler as Yuki Kaji. Like, if I had to pick an ultimate VA who was like, my first my man, I love you so much, please, like, you know, I'd probably faint. Ishida Akira, first and foremost. Second one... Oh, okay. So there's like two voice actors in particular that were like my very first. I love them so much. Like, oh my goodness. It's Ishida Akira and Yuki Kaji. Like anything by Yuki Kaji, anything by Ishida Akira. Oh my god, I love them so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, forget that I was accidentally yeah! Yeah, the butler is voiced by the same guy that does this playful little cutie pie. He usually does like very playful, like younger characters. Or like just... I don't know, I've never heard him sound like this and I kind of fell for it. Yes, so it is Kana Hanzawa. She is MC and cute girls galore. We have Mitsuri. Oh, she's May. Echidna from the... Oh, I thought we were... Shime, Licia. Let's see. Nadeko from Monogatari series. Angela. Alexia, Rika. Baby Shark. Eiko. Like, Akane. Like, she is most well known for being MC in a lot of anime. Like, she voice acts a lot of girl MCs and the really popular like supporting characters. But yeah. Alright, well, this is a very solid lineup right now, so I'm sold. I'm sold. Kana Hanzawa is literally God's good. Yeah, like this is a solid cast. I thought the animation was a little wonky, but the moment I heard it, I was like, oh, nope, that's Mamoru Miyano. That's you know, that's Kana Hanzawa. And then I looked at the voice I said Yuki Kaji, and I was listening. I was like, that's my man. That's my man too. Holy cannoli. Whew. Ooh, that one's gonna get a score of 10. It doesn't even matter how good it is. I'm giving you a score of 10. I should give it a score now. Alright. Guilty Gear's getting an anime? Okay, I was like, I didn't know about Guilty Gear until I met, like, the Scythe guy and, I mean, the Scythe character and Bridget. Like, those two are my absolute favorites. I love them so much. I ended up getting their special skins, I think, as, like, a DLC. Awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching Guilty Gear. 3 stars right there. 20 stars right there. After the decline of the once robust fields of science and technology, a new energy source known as magic fuels the modern era. Humanity creates a forbidden biological weapons, gears. These gears eventually stand against humanity in a rebellion. Although they manage to overcome in the struggle for survival known as the Crusades, humanity losses are so great that even after several decades pass, their emotional wounds remain unable to fully heal. Sinkisk, the child of a human and gear, This is like Soul Eater. Are the gears people? What? It's his father's Kai and mother Dizzy's wedding ceremony. Their wedding breaks the ultimate taboo. A union between a human and a gear, even with the world at peace. It took many years for such a ceremony to come to fruition. Despite the complex array of emotions surrounding it, the wedding ceremony is met with blessings when suddenly a mysterious girl appears. The fated child inheriting gear blood and the mysterious girl who despises gears, their meeting would shake the world. I didn't know gears were people. I only know that the characters' names, and that's pretty much it. Watch the anime actually suck, though. With this one, I'm hoping and praying it doesn't, but we'll see. Which one did I say was overrated? I didn't say any of these were overrated. Which one? Did I say something specific? Yeah, I believe it was Genesis 1 forward said, let there be cut out. Alright, Mono. The photography club is in danger of shutting down, and the cinema club too. Fret not, for they shall merge to become Cinephoto Club. Now club members Satsuki, Anne, and Sakurako are asked to be the main characters for manga artist Haruno's latest work that centers around action cameras. The girls head out to capture the lovely sights of Japan, experimenting with gadgets beyond photography and film equipment, of course chomping on the local delicacies along the... You got me sold on camera and film and food, okay? 3 stars right here. I'm gonna watch that. For sure I will watch that. Alright. Apocalypse Hotel. What? Many years have passed since humanity vanished from Earth, yet the Galaxy Tower Hotel in Ginza, Tokyo continues to operate. At the center of its staff is Yachio, a dedicated hotelier robot along with other employee robots working tirelessly in various departments. Together they spend what feels like an eternity maintaining the hotel despite having no guests. As they await the return of their owner and a day humanity reappears, now a small miracle is about to change everything for Yachio and her robot colleagues. I'm assuming some children show up and they have to take care of said children. I'm assuming that's the plot. The anime that you watched, one would you say is overrated? I will answer that when we get to winter 2025. We're still not done going over spring, so once we go over to winter, I will let you know. Alright. So, I'm assuming that some kids show up and I have to take care of the kids. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Unless I see something good about it, I probably won't watch it. Alright, Teogonia. It's a time of warfare where relentless battles continue between human and demi-human tribes like the ash monkeys and pig people ogres invading human lands. Kai, a boy from the village of Rag, spends his days immersed in a battle to protect his village. Amidst the harsh battles enforced by those possessing immense power known as guardian bears, and his comrades fall one by one, Kai suddenly recalls memories he shouldn't have experienced. Memories of a world with advanced technology and knowledge of people's lives beyond his world. And thus, although Kai was just a villager, he soon finds himself embroiled in a great trials. A magnificent fantasy tale unfolds, chronicling the struggle and growth of a single boy in a harsh world. I don't even want to watch it. I don't know. Doesn't sounds like every other show. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it. Okay. Alright, ninja and assassin under one roof. Satoko Kusagakure, a female ninja who left her village with her comrades, finds herself living in Konoha, a high school girl working as an assassin in the city. Satoko possesses the ability to transform objects using ninjutsu, which catches Konoha's attention. They strike a deal. Konoha provides Satoko with a place to live in exchange for Satoko's help in cleaning up after her assassination jobs. What? As they face off against assassins sent by Satoko's village, indulge in delicious meals using money earned from assassination jobs, and navigating the chaos of their unusual living situation, the story captures the heartwarming yet chaotic lives of these two likely roommates. I gotta see this. Hold up. Of all the anime that you've seen, like... I'm gonna say, out of all the anime that you've seen, like, Vampire Knight? What about Vampire Knight? I don't think I've seen anything like Vampire Knight, if I'm being entirely honest. I might watch it. We get 2 stars just because I am curious about episode 1. Read synopsis. Sounds like every other show. Ishida Kiriboi's the MC. This is the best show this season. Yeah, that's more likely to happen than anything. Yes! That's what I was thinking! I was gonna say, I was like, this reminds me of Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. It does give me that vibe. Except she's like more stoic than Kobayashi, but yeah. It's giving Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. They're so funny. This looks fun. Alright. I carry till right off the bat. I'm not gonna watch this. The art style's giving me Dragon Ball. Protagonist Kurogane Yaiba is a samurai wild child who trains in the jungle with his father Kenjiro. By a twist of fate, the determined samurai Yaiba returns to Japan and encounters his rival Onimaru Takeshi. Yaiba, who lives for serious battles, embarks on a spectacular adventure when Onimaru obtains a legendary demon sword. Anyways. Alright. Maebashi Witches. Yuina Akagi is an ordinary high school freshman in Maebashi City, Gunma Prefecture, until a talking frog named Kerope... Is that the frog? That doesn't look like a frog. It looks like an alien. Appears and throws an unexpected proposal her way. Why don't you become a witch? So magical girl. Before she knows it, Yuina's closet becomes a gateway to a mysterious world where she meets 4 other girls, each with their own quirks and magical potential. There's the Fury Azu Nisato, the level-head Kyoka Kitahara, and the ever-optimistic Choko Mitsumata, and the carefree Mai Kamizumi. Together they form the Maebashi Witches, a group dedicated to granting people's wishes through magic, music, and a bit of mayhem. Their base of operation, a charming little flower shop on the heart of the school shopping district where the flowers of the heart can finally bloom. With a little magic and lots of heart, their new lives as witches is about to begin. Yeah, of all the anime I've seen, I would say Fullmetal Alchemist is overrated. You take that back, Ty. You mean the original or the Brotherhood one or both? I was using it as an example. Let me see. Oh, 3D! Okay, perfect. Okay, I was a little skeptical about the animation for this. They got that view for the frog. I like how sparkly everything looks and how bright it looks. I kind of want to watch it, but like I feel like I'm gonna drop it. I don't know. Who's the VA though for the frog? Yeah. Tomokazu Sugita. Okay. He plays particular character too. Oh, he's in that one. Huh. What is this? What? Oh, he's the book too. Yeah, he plays. Let's just say he plays an array of characters. I don't know. I'm gonna give it 1 star because I really don't know. Okay, I'd say Vampire Knight was overrated. I think Vampire Knight was a fever dream for a lot of people, and they're slowly acknowledging, yeah, that was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. Alright. An office drone finds relief from his job by attending the ballpark close to his daily commute. He asks a vendor girl for a beer, but for some reason after the transaction, she sticks around him. Ooh, sports. Yeah, probably not gonna watch it. The character's name is Rope Dice Coaches. I didn't even want to click on that anime. I was like, I don't know what this is. I probably shouldn't. What is this? Alright. The Mononoke lecture logs of Chuzenji Sensei. He just solves all the mysteries. Okay, I like this VA. What? Oh, his character seemed like a hard ass, but his wife sounds so nice. Okay, I was kind of skeptical of their relationship. It seems it might be like a father-daughter relationship. Who is your V? No. Yeah, no. Why does that image look different? Tengen! Gaoshun. Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Where is he? Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyways, definitely go watch this one. 3 stars right there. I am intrigued. What is this? Compass 2.0 animation project. This is the world of battle analysis system Compass 2.0. It is a dreamlike space where heroes gathered from many different worlds spend time together with their human partners. The players. The energy generated by the hero's battle is essential to the operation of Number Compass, and battling is their responsibility. However, a troubled hero named 13 refuses to find a partner or battles on the verge of being banished from the world of Compass 2.0. Let me see. His outfit looks... I don't know. I like the character designs. They're all very unique. This is giving me like Angels of Death vibes. It's not the VA though. He's completely different VA. Oh, they have Joan of Arc here? Yeah. Yeah, Ono Deska. Yeah, that whole vibe was giving me Angels of Death. Yeah, that's my man right there. He's one of my men. He voice acts Sebastian from Black Butler. Alright, alright. Are we almost at the end? Oh yeah, we're almost there, we're almost there. Hang on a little longer, y'all. One Piece. Okay, that I will admit. I've tried watching One Piece like a good handful of times. And I kept getting bored. And every time I said that, all I've been told is give it 40 episodes and you're good. And give it 20 episodes. I'm like, no, I'm not waiting that long. You crazy. So because of that, I guess because I'm not super into One Piece, I always find like the really popular anime merch, but since I've never really watched or got into it, I don't get it. And it's Cowboy Bebop. I'll have to look at my mouth to really give a spicy take. Oh, my dad actually liked Cowboy Bebop. He found a sweater for it too, and he watched a few clips while he was at work. He's like, it was pretty good. Give it yeah, my friend either said give it 20 or 40 episodes. I'm not 100% sure, but for sure he said 20 or 40. I think it was 40. But yeah. Alright. Uchujin Mumu. A cat-like alien from a distant galaxy, Mumu arrives on Earth. His goal is to learn about home appliance technology on Earth to recover the technology his species has lost. The protagonist, Sakurako, has a typical university life, but everything changes with Mumu arriving. What begins as an unexpected cohabitation quickly turns into a whirlwind of chaotic events. The chemistry between Sakurako and Mumu leads to a super spectacular appliance-filled and cat comedy adventure. This looks adorable. Why is her hair so puffy? He has a little tie. I kind of want to watch it, but I kind of don't like how the cat's animated. I don't know, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Same with Bleach. I liked Bleach, but I kind of fell out of it for some reason. I'm not too sure why. I was on like the vampire arc. What is this? Oops. Original animation about the daily life of 5 girls who just became university students. They love delicious food and want to have lots of fun with everyone and study a little harder and enjoy university life to the fullest. Nah, I'm okay. I feel like I'm gonna get hungry if I watch this. Alright, everyday host. The story follows Hajime Sekiguchi, a former life insurance salesman who in a moment of desperation makes an unexpected leap in the world of Host. At Club 1, Hajime finds himself surrounded by a cast of eccentric personalities, a younger brother-type host with 20 years of experience, a former idol specializing in romance sales tactics, and a hyper-aggressive host obsessed with mobile games. Despite thinking this isn't a job for anyone with a sane mind, Hajime uses his polished insurance sales skills to attract clients and carve out a surprising niche for himself. What? I don't know the animation. I'm kind of a fan of it. I am already not liking this animation. Nope, it's giving me the PowerPoint vibe animation. I don't think I'm gonna watch that. No, thank you. Alright, Princession Orchestra. Ooh. Alice Pia, a land of wonder that has existed somewhere in the world since ancient times, was once home to loving inhabitants known as Alispians. Their peaceful lives were disrupted when a mysterious monster, Jamawak? Is this supposed to be like Jabberwocky? Began to appear, threatening the sparkling brilliance of their homeland. If nothing is done, Alispia will lose its radiance forever. This is a story of the princess whose unwavering songs of courage and hope shine even in the darkest times. A pop song fantasia filled with energy and bravery. Let me see the animation. Giving pretty Cure vibes. No, I'm okay. It really is giving me Pretty Cure vibes. I have nothing against Pretty Cure. I would love to watch it. I've seen clips of it. It looks really good. I just haven't actually sat down to like watch it. Miru, paths to my future. In the distant future, humans create a robot named Miru, capable of traveling through time, visiting various eras, places, and even parallel worlds. Unlike some robots, Miru isn't equipped with weapons. Instead, it helps people overcome immense obstacles peacefully, encouraging new beginnings without violence. Miru continuously evolves by interacting with people, learning and growing to assist those struggling to survive. It listens to their problems and offers support. By helping others, Miru sets off a new butterfly effect of dramatic change, guiding society towards a brighter future. Isn't it just Vivi? This literally reminds me of that other anime with the singing robot. Which, by the way, was very good. I'm already not liking this animation. I'm sorry, if I don't like the art style and animation, it's just hands down, I can't watch it. I do this for manga too, that's why I read the samples. They're like, oh, do you want a sneak peek of the manga? If I end up not liking the art style, I just don't read it. Let's see, Cowboy Bebop was a good show, but I think it just appreciated as one of the pioneers for modern anime. Otherwise, I thought it was alright. Can't believe I didn't succeed. Oh, finally found one that might be a spicy. Howl's Moving Castle. Did you not like Howl's Moving Castle? That's the female fantasy dream right there, okay? The other one, Nine Code, is just taking over your cat, kidnapping your cat. She's asleep, but nice. Kidnapping her dreams, nice. You want to watch great anime, watch D Gray Man. I don't know, I feel like D Gray Man was very much unfinished and it just missed a lot, so I would like to read the manga first before I go back to rewatch the anime, because I'd watched the anime way back when, and it was incomplete, and I had never sat down to actually read the manga, which, by the way, is it done? Is it done? Please tell me it's done. Oh my god, it's still going! Stop! Fuck. It's been going since like 2004. Stop. I thought this ended by now. You know, a good series knows when to end, okay? Not prolong it as long as most series do. Twins, Hina, Hima. Two high school girls, Himari and Hinana, dream of going viral. As they film all sorts of topics that could become a hot topic, they notice something weird and enter a strange world. It really grabbed my attention. Okay, the Hana Ningyo project, flower doll project, exists to artificially create the perfect idol by implanting a special flower seed inside a body. The franchise follows the growth of young men who dedicate their lives to the project. Let me hear the VAs. Ooh. Just kidding. I don't know. Anime's giving me B Project vibes, like animation wise. No, definitely A3. It's reminding me of A3 animation. Oh, he plays a lot of MCs. I'm gonna give this 1 star because I might just watch episode 1, but if it really just is not a good plot, I just might skip it. How about this one? Gloria Private Academy is a school where promising young people gather in fields of entertainment, including music, art, and sports. Every idol. Whenever. In the music department, those who match the talent of great musicians are transplanted with a gift into their body. This was just the previous plot. Like, you just renamed it from seed to gift. They're called by the name of that musician. Beethoven, a young man who is discovered to be compatible after an injury, is one of them. After transfer to school, Beethoven meets classmates with different gifts and discovers the charm of music. Are these like the musicians? And then these are the... Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me see this shit. Oh, good. I got scared. I was like, oh no, is that who I think it is? Oh god, I don't like MCs like that. Usually if they had red hair, they're the very outgoing type that really pushes all of their happy-go-luckiness on everybody else who's just having, like, the horrible day of their life. Are those the teachers, I guess? Yeah, he plays a lot of MCs too. Oh, I think those are the teachers in the back. I don't know. Who else have you played? Oh, you're that guy. You don't have that many roles. I don't think I'm gonna watch that one. No, I'm okay. I'm gonna skip these because these are just kind of like the little kid show. Moonrise, what is this? Licorice and Recoil short movie to be here. Okay, I've been seeing so much hype for this. So much hype. Like, so much hype. This is a world where heroes are created by people's trust, and the hero who has received the most trust is known as X. In this world, people's trust can be calculated by data, and these values will be reflected on everyone's wrist. As long as enough trust points are obtained, ordinary people can also have superpowers and become superheroes that save the world. However, the ever-changing trust value makes the hero's path full of unknowns. Yeah, I seem so much hype for this. So much hype. So I'm for sure gonna watch this. I don't know if it's, like, gonna be as good as I'm imagining it to be, but we'll see. Moonrise, a not too distant future, humanity has established a loosely organized world government with everything managed by an international AI network called Sapientia. I might have said this wrong. People live peaceful lives by loyally obeying its rational decisions. So Sybil's system from Psychopaths. However, Sapientia's lunar development project, which sends criminals and pollutants to the moon to maintain Earth's peace, creates disparity and poverty on the moon, sparking a catalyst for war. Jacob Jack Shadows gets caught up in this conflict after losing his family to a terrorist bombing by the moon's rebel army. Vowing revenge, Jack joins the Earth army as a scout on the moon, only to discover an unexpected leader among the resistance forces. Let me see. I'm liking the person on the other side of the moon. Who's that? I was curious who that guy was. You didn't tell me. Phil. Who's Phil? Apparently, Jacob and Phil know each other. Who do you play? You sounded familiar. Alan, no. Roskin. Kazuna, no. Atsushi! Oh, I see now. I see. It was Fred? You were Fred? What? Who else were you, Atsushi, that I didn't know about? I'm only familiar with Fred. Maybe that one Haikyuu character, but it's been so long I don't recall. Oh! He was him too. And him. Honey, you were a lot of people. I didn't know you were. Anyways. Let's see. Isn't the over at Houseman Castle like girl power or finding strength from within? I only found that out after watching someone's whoa. Honestly, I don't know what the plot was. I just know it was a British novel that they made into a movie. I have the novel, haven't actually read it. Like I haven't rewatched it looking at the movie through those lenses yet. Oh my gosh, I was looking at my list. I just remember my cousin thinks Prismonoke is overrated. I almost disowned him when he said, oh my god. Hi, GB. Welcome back. I already checked out Heroes of Superpowers. Hi, Sean. Welcome. Let's see. Konosuba. 3. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. A Lonely Dragon. That's a... Are you all... Compilation. Oh, it's... No, I don't want to cry again. Why am I gonna watch that? Virgin... Taboo Night Kiss, yes. My Ichi! My man! Ah! This is who Aoife could have been! By the way, I've been seeing enough fan art of Aoife and his extremely tight shirt over his tatas that I'm kind of sold. And he has a gun, so gonna pull for him. As for the chef girl, I don't know. I wasn't expecting blonde. I really wasn't. I was expecting like a cute little gremlin with like black or like navy night hair. I don't know. And kind of have like that tired expression. Or maybe happy expression or chaotic psycho. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I'm kind of not too sold. Like, yes, her cool tail is cool, but I don't know. Heartbeat. Oh. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Where is she? I mean... I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm not super sold on her design. And this wasn't even like, this wasn't even like the Aoife situation where I kind of had like this mental expectation that I've seen like, oh, okay, yeah, this is the VA, this is what I'm expecting, this is kind of the vibes I was getting. But hers was just, we were in a complete dark. We had nothing to go off of, just that she was a chef and she had like a little spiky tail. Her butt attack. No, I'm not really sold on it. I'm really not. One day I might get her. Who knows? Princess Principal Chapter 4. I need to watch Princess Principal. It looks good, and I just never sat down and actually went, oh, you're getting a second movie! Oh my god, I love this one. Mirage Queen Vasanias Elegantes. Oh my god, I watched the first movie. It was so good. I had a lot of fun. The animation looks a little different. Just as a tad. Dun, dun, dun. I am. Did you also play? Hold on. There's a novel? Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! I owe what now? Kaito Queen. Yeah! Oh my god, you haven't voiced any other character? Damn. Yeah, Kaito Queen. Oh my god. I watched the movie and it was so good. And then I just saw the trailer for this. I don't know. Is like the story translated? I'm gonna screenshot that real quick. I didn't know how to book! I wish this was on DVD. It was so good. I am looking forward to this one. When does this one come out? May! Okay, I have a month. Nice. Alright. I don't even know what the Junk World. Junkhead. No, I'm Nope. Okay. So that is it for our spring 2025. I'm looking forward to quite a few titles. A lot of them are going to start airing next week, so do look forward to that. All right. Now that is done. We're done with the current season. Please feel free after... Oh, a heads up, because I've looked at some of the videos, I might get copyright strike. Not copyright strike, but I might get copyrighted. So if that is the case, please expect this to be private while I have YouTube just automatically cut out those parts, and then I'm gonna re-upload it. But in case it doesn't, we'll see. I get it, you have tatas, so you're not the target. I mean, like, I like my girlies, I like my waifus, I have a particular taste. Okay. So I am pretty excited for a few of these. The ones I'm mainly excited for, mainly all sequels, though. There's like just a few that have caught my attention. Anyways, alright, so we're gonna go to the previous season. I'm gonna be slightly harsh with some of these, just a little bit. This one isn't done, so I won't go into detail about it. It's very good, though, just as good as season 1. I'm super excited. Yay. I love Apothecary Diaries. I plan to get the novel and the manga later in the future, but yeah, love Apothecary Diaries. Sakamoto Days was also very fun. I haven't caught up. I got kind of behind. It was just as funny as I remember it in the manga. But yeah, I got a little behind, so I can't really say much on this or this one. This one, I'm waiting for the last episode, but I feel like most of their budget went into his fight with the Demon King, and when it got to the fight with the bug, I feel like the budget just wasn't there for some scenes. It's very good, though. I've been horribly hooked on this. Also, his dad is very hot. Like, he's very hot. I repeat, he's hot. And he's hot now, too. I was very tempted to read the manhwa, because I'm already reading a bunch of other manhwa. Like The Return of Mantua, Return of the Crazy Demon, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. I was kind of tempted to read this one, but I really just wanted to be in the dark for the plot and just kind of move forward with the anime for right now. Because if I did get the manhwa, I would like to buy it in person just so I can have a giant stack and kind of read through it instead of like scrolling on my phone, because I rather like buy it because it's really good. I really like it. So nice. All right, but yeah, I'm not done. I'm still waiting on the last episode, and we'll see. It comes out on Saturday, so day after tomorrow. All right, didn't watch that one. Actually, you know, I'm actually probably gonna watch this one. I saw a clip, and there's a scene where they're playing baseball, and one of the girls is just really sad because she feels like she's letting everybody down, and all the other girls just collectively like, no, you can't make her cry, this is our baby girl. So they all like start getting like really crazy insane at baseball, and there's like a bunch of anime references too, and they're just, oh my god, it's just so great. I saw a clip and I was like, oh my god, is this the 100 Girlfriends? So I think I am gonna watch season 1 because this actually looks really good and so cute. And my friends were right. All the girls actually genuinely love each other. Like, everybody just kind of loves each other. So yes, he has 100 girlfriends, but they're all kind of like besties. They're so cute. Off to bed. All right, good night, Ty. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Night night. And it was really cute. I liked it. I like that clip. Okay. This one I think paused. I didn't see anything. I could have sworn it came out earlier in the week, or I could be wrong. I don't know if it did pause or not. I don't think it did. I don't know. I feel like it skipped, but I could be delusional right now. This was actually very good. I loved season 1. I kind of want the art book, but I held back. I said, no, Tonya, don't get the art book. Don't get the art book, even though it was cheaper than other books I've gotten. But I didn't get the art book. Maybe next time I go that specific Barnes & Noble's on that other side of town, I might get it, but it was really pretty and I love it. Ishido Akira also voice acts the prince in this, so he's not a major character. He's like really side character. Rarely shows up, but I get excited when he does. Anyways, Zenshu. This was not at all what I expected. So what Zenshu ended up being was this animator who was struggling to do a storyboard for an anime film about first love. And she had never known about first love. She was so dedicated to her craft that she's like, oh, the only way anything's gonna be good is if I do it. And you're like, okay. And so she ate some oysters and kind of had food poisoning and momentarily died and ended up in her favorite film of all time called Tale of Perishing, where essentially all this film does is the downfall of the hero. The hero becomes the evil, scary demon, and then he destroys the world because all of his friends and family died. And so she kind of saves the world, the Tales of Perishing, and she ends up falling in love with her favorite character from that movie, and her favorite character ends up falling in love with her. And through that experience, she learned about first love. She had her first love. And so at the end, after she saves the world and the world essentially resets, so everybody that had died from the monsters, like the big void monsters, came back to life, and the world was renewed again, and all the future crystals came back, and everyone was happy and alive, and it was great. And she ends up disappearing because she has to go back to her world. And so she goes back to the real world, and she learns to work with people and have fun with everybody. And, you know, her movie's a hit, and it's really good. I feel that the animation might have dipped on that last episode, though. There was, like, definitely some scenes where I'm like, that looks weird. You know, but yeah, at the end, what ends up happening, it's kind of an implied ending where... Okay, so at one point, this character, the unicorn character, his horn breaks off, and she uses it as, like, a hair clip to, like, hold her hair up. And so when she goes back to the real world, she still has that unicorn horn. So everything that happened, it wasn't a dream. It actually happened. So she's going home from work, and she's heading on her way. And there's, like, cherry blossoms. And on the other side of the street, you see Luke and the unicorn, the dragon... their dragon friend Justice, and Metadem, the elf girl, and they're walking on the other side of the street. You see their backs, and Natsuko stops, and she's like, huh? And she turns around because she, like, notices these people walking by her, and that's how it ends. So it's implied that Luke, and the unicorn horn that she had in her hair was glowing, so it implied that he was nearby, that the unicorn was nearby. So it implied that Luke and her friends from the Tale of Perishing ended up in her world, and they ended up finding her again. And so there's that. I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, it was not at all what I was expecting. I was expecting, like, an animator going through troubles. I was expecting, like, it to take place in the modern world. I didn't know she was going to stay in the Tale of Perishing. Their romance was really cute, though. I ended up enjoying it a lot. I was like, oh my god. I was rooting for this couple. I was like, yes. They were so cute. Anyways, so this one I also am still waiting for the last episode. I may be a receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to get out of overtime to clock out on time. My bad. So... sometimes the animation kind of dipped on this one too, but I was really intrigued with, like, the main character and the main couple. So she is known as the executioner. What happened was she's a receptionist that keeps getting overtime because when new dungeons open up or if there's new quest, people flood the main guild desk, and she just has a bunch of paperwork to do afterwards, and she can't clock out on time. So one day during a festival that she missed because she was working overtime, she made a wish, and the gods gave her a Dia skill, which is, like, very a godlike skill. And so she has this giant hammer and incredible strength, and she can, like, KO pretty much all dungeon bosses. She just KOs them. And him and her are part of the Silver Wolf adventure team, who are, like, the top of the top, and he ends up falling in love with her, and they have such a cute relationship. She's kind of assumed it with him a little bit, but her overall thing is like, look, if something's in the way of my overtime, I'm kicking its ass. I was like, okay, you go. But I really liked it. I love this couple. They're so cute, and she's, like, slowly starting to get feelings for him. He's fully in love with her, and they're so funny. I'm kind of rooting for this couple too, but they're not really a couple. They're just, like, really good friends, and she's just barely getting over her trauma of something else. We don't know much about this guy. And then she's her friend, she's, like, her new coworker. Funny enough, so the executioner, nobody knows who the executioner is, and her friend is like, she's like, I'm an executioner stan, like, I love him so much. And they're like, does she know that you're the executioner? She's like, no, she doesn't. I don't plan to tell her. Okay. It was really cute. I liked it. I was watching this one. and I stopped. I was watching this one too. This one I got bored because it was just starting to fall in line with the same old, and I was like, yeah, I'm kind of done now. So this one's on hold. This one's on hold too. It's kind of falling in line with the same old. I thought it was kind of cute because they're kind of like, they obviously love each other, and then this is like kind of their daughter. Not really, but like for under weird circumstances that he wasn't even told, he had to adopt this girl, and so they kind of treat her as like their daughter. It's really cute. Oh my god, season 1 came out so long ago. I just, for the life of me, I don't think I could sit down to watch season 2 without rewatching season 1 and then jumping over to season 2. If anything, I might even buy the box set before I even jump back into season to watching it. I don't know, we'll see. Oops. Alright. This one was pretty good. The animation's not that great. It does kind of fall a lot during some episodes. The most recent episode, it was really, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the animation at all. It was really bad. But it's interesting. So it's this shorty little doctor who is pretty much a detective genius who's kind of very selfish. I don't know, she just kind of goes about things in a one-track mind, and then that's her assistant, Shirini Kotori. That's not his name, but yeah, Yu Takanashi, which she has nicknamed Kotori. And I feel like they're gonna get together later. I feel like it's very much implied they're gonna get together. But yeah, she just solves medical mysteries, helps out the police and stuff, and that's pretty much it. It was okay. The animation falls short, like, oh. Alright. This one was so funny, from bureaucrat to villainous. This one I actually saw the last episode today while I was eating, as I swallowed that metal thing. So from bureaucrat to villainous, dad's been reincarnated. So this guy who's a bureaucrat, he basically works at the government office in his town, and he's an otaku. And so him and his wife are major otakus, and their daughter's a major otaku. And so what happens is he saves this little boy from getting ran over, and he gets reincarnated as the villainess in one of his daughter's Otome games. Funny part is he's in a coma, and his daughter finds out he's in the game, so the daughter and his wife are working together to help guide him and play through the game so he can complete the game and get out of the game. But as the villainess, he's like on full dad mode, and he has this cheat called elegant speech cheat, so everything he says it very elegantly, and he's in like full dad mode trying to help the characters and help the MC, like the heroine Anna, fall in love with one of the guys, but then everyone ends up falling in love with him as Grace. We do know that Grace go back in the body because he's found her I think once or twice in a cage, and he's like, Grace, what's up? Like, why are you in there? And then he gets teleported out. But yeah, his daughter is playing the game on the TV, and his wife is there, and they're trying to work together to help get him out of the game. And it was really cute. I ended up really loving it. He's such a genuinely nice guy. And him and his daughter and his wife are so otaku. When the daughter broke it to the mom, like, Mom, I think dad's in the game. She's like, all right, I'm ready. What do we need to do? Let's go. Like, they were fully on board with this. And he's so knowledgeable on, like, anime romance tropes that he knew at what points he's like, no, I need to let Anna shine and you know, bond with one of the guys because, like, you know, she's a great kid. And he just goes full dad mode a lot, which is really funny. I really enjoyed it though. We're obviously getting more seasons because we didn't get much about Grace. They kind of implied the in-game character for Grace's mom has a secret, and Anna's mom also has a secret, so we'll see. Let's see. I heard amazing things about this. I just haven't sat down to watch it. I think I'm still hurt about them dropping the Yuri on Ice Adolescence movie, that, like, I don't know if I can pick up another ice skating one anytime soon. I kind of wanted to watch this, but as soon as I read a dark fantasy tag, I just couldn't. I was like, nope, this looks darker than Goblin Slayer. And I read the comments too. I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that today. I was kind of watching this one, and it was okay, but I got a little bored, so I stopped. And then this one I need to catch up on. I got behind, but I do want to continue watching it. It was very good. I kind of really love her development going forward, and you know, she's building relationships and she's no longer closed off as shy as she was, and she's pursuing something she would like to, you know, give effort and give it a try, which is oh my god, which is reading, a live reading sort of thing. Haven't finished it though. Don't have any thoughts. This one I dropped. I got kind of tired. She kept complaining that she didn't want to marry the prince, and he's just kind of obsessed with her. But lots of people dropped it because they thought he was really creepy. I'm kind of used to an MC like this. Like, it doesn't really bother me. I thought they were a cute couple, but she keeps actively trying to run away physically instead of, you know, coming up with a plan. So in most cases, MC will come up with a good plan to get out of the situation. She just keeps physically running, and I was like, girl, you were literally in the palace for years. How have you not gained any relationships or come up with any plans to get out of the situation? Like, she just physically keeps smashing windows and running out the window. And I got really tired of it. I was like, no, I'm not down for that. All right, let's see. I didn't watch a whole lot. I got kind of behind on some of these, not gonna lie. You're just used to creepy guys? Well, I mean, honestly, everything he's done for her, like, there's been other MCs that, like, do some crazy shit. He got this chick to go to the ball with him to make her jealous, and she's like, oh my god, we're getting a breakup, bye, and she just leaves. So he ends up visiting her domain, because I think she's the daughter of a duke, and so when she comes back, he ends up rebuilding like a little mini village with all these animals and like a farm for her. He's like, yeah, so you can like come outside and play all you want, like, you know, you just do whatever you want when you're queen. And he really loves her, and I mean, I don't know, he just kind of seems like a dumb idiot in love. And he doesn't know how to be straightforward with his feelings. Say, hey, I love you. And she's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go now. I don't know, like, I feel like there was no development from when she entered the palace to her leaving. Like, she just still feels like acting like a little kid, sort of. I think I'm spoiled because when I would read fantasy manhwa, the female MCs are generally a lot smarter, in which they can come up with some sort of political power or intrigue to get them out of the situation. They can remarry somebody else. I haven't really seen any of that, and she's not really, like, she's not gaining any momentum to have people help her get out of the situation. I don't explain it. So everyone around her is like, okay, no, you're gonna be the crown princess of the empire. You're gonna be queen someday. Like, it's a really big honor, and it would be helpful to our family and helpful to the people. You know, like, this would be great. And she's like, oh, okay, whatever, I'm gonna go, because what about love? And she's like, have you ever been in love? She's like, no, but I can be. You're saying this girl's dumb as fuck? Yeah, she's dumb as fuck. Yeah, I guess that's where I'm going with this. Like, his behavior seems super tamed compared to, like, other people pursuing MCs in, like, manhwa and other manga and fantasy stuff. Like, he's extremely tamed. You know, like, she can probably beat him up, if anything. But she's just not coming up with any other way to escape the situation except running. I was like, okay, obviously we figured out running isn't the option to help you get out of this. You need to come up with a different plan. They even have her be her friend because apparently she has no friends. I'm like, what the fuck were you doing in the palace all this time? Surely you could have gained some allies. Nothing. She was just a shut-in. I was like, did you not get any friends? Did you not become friends with the king and queen? Did you not get political friends? You know, like, I think that's why I didn't like it, is because when I'm reading an MC in that situation, I'm expecting them to take other steps of action towards their goal instead of just her physically trying to escape. Yeah, she seemed a little, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, Another one I liked was Tasukare Hotel. I loved the ending. Oh my god, I love the ending. Okay, so the whole plot of this girl, Neko-chan, she is into this idol group called 315 whatever, which is 315 members, but she loves idols. So what happened was she got stabbed in the back, and she wakes up in this like desert area, and there's this hotel in the middle. Apparently what this hotel is for people between life and death that don't know if they died in the real world or if they're alive. If they're alive, they can go back. If they have died, they can just move on and be like, oh, okay, I'm dead. I have no regrets. Whoo, here's the light, you know. And so she doesn't really know if she's like dead or alive. She just knows she got stabbed. No, she didn't know she got stabbed. But, you know, she said she's on way her to a concert and then she can't remember. So she said, okay, well, what do I do? And they're like, well, we work here. So some of the staff, except the guy that's on fire, the one I told you had like the big bada titties, he's like an inhabitant of the hotel. But everyone else, I believe, are people who, well, except some characters. I don't know. It didn't really go into too much detail. Apparently it's a game. So like him, Atori, and Ruki, Riku. I can't remember her name. It started with an R. Ruri? I can't remember. Apparently you can work at the hotel if you'd like, and they pay you in time. So you can actually rewind time to before you got like into that accident or something. Anyways, so she ends up working there, and one of the people that shows up at the hotel is this guy who is a serial killer. And so he's like, oh, well, can I stay here? And they're like, no, get out. And the flame guy said, well, no, we can't really kick anybody out. They can stay here no matter what. Even if they committed like horrible crimes, they can stay. And they're like, well, that sucks. So he like manipulates a bunch of people and does like a bunch of bad shit. So in the end, you find out that his parents just never thought he was good enough, and they just never loved him. They thought he was kind of slow, so he started working harder and harder. And his parents are doctors, and his parents would go to this hotel to meet this guy Atori that they treated more like a son than they did their actual son. So he was so upset. He ends up pushing him at the train station. He dies. And so she finds out, like, oh, hey, you murdered him. But then she reads his notebook because he had led her into his room. Because he was trying to trick him into his room so he can, like, do something to him. And then she's like, no, I'll go to your room instead. So she goes to his room, finds a notebook, finds out he's the one that stabbed her. And she's like, why did you stab me? He's like, I was bored. She's like, gosh darn it. She's actually really smart, too. So what she ends up doing is that she finds out the reason he was like plotting to kill him again. He wasn't trying to kill him. He was going to eat him. He was going to eat parts of him because he figured if he can go back to the real world with parts of him, that like he could be a better son to his parents. And she's like, hell nah, you're crazy. So there's like this little monkey guy that like tricks her saying, oh yeah, there's this gun. Because apparently if you kill somebody in this place, you get sent to hell, which he has tested already. So there's like this little monkey. He's like, hey, if you use this gun that the flame manager guy has, you can kill him and you won't get sent to hell. So she's like debating on shooting him, and he like punches her in the face. And she's like struggling. He sees this, so he runs out to like go save her, and he's fighting the guy, and he accidentally shoots him with the gun, which is weird because he's holding the gun. So I'm like, how did you get shot if you're holding the gun? Doesn't just go backwards. How did you get shot? What? Like, it just, the gunfight didn't make any sense. Like, it just made no sense at all. As someone who has used firearms, this didn't make any sense. Anyways, he accidentally kills him. He gets sent to hell. She's upset. She's upset. They're all upset. They're all so sad. So she ends up coming up with an idea that, hey, manager, can I use my time that I used to work at the hotel to rewind time to save him before he gets pushed off the tracks? The manager's like, oh yeah, sure. So the girl too, Ruri, she's like, oh yeah, I give you my time. And then since he was working there but he got sent to hell, they're like, here, you can have his time too. So with the combined 3 wristwatches, how does this have a good ending? No, well, hear me out. Yeah, hear me out. This is like the last 2 episodes. So with the combined wristwatches, she goes in the elevator that they showcase in the first episode. She go down the elevator with her memories, and she shows up at the train station where he's at. And so she sees this guy walking down the stairs, and she's like, hey, so-and-so. Oh, wait, I forgot. So before she left, the little monkey guy was like, sorry about that. I used to live in hell, but I did too much bad crap that they kicked me out of hell. I don't know what the fuck he did, but he lived in hell and he did too much bad stuff and he got kicked out. So he gives her a box. He's like, look, if somebody opens it, they're gonna get sent to hell. Just make sure you don't look into the eyeballs of like the hell hand thingies. She's like, oh, okay, cool. Whatever. And so she goes back to this, they're at the train station and he's gonna go push him. She's like, hey, so-and-so, I know your name. You're a serial killer that does this and you're stalking this guy because your parents love him more than him. He's like, who the F are you? And she's like, oh, okay. So she said, hey, I'm gonna tell you. So she was gonna take out like the little hell box thing, but apparently there's like some drunk dude sitting on the chair and she didn't want to get sent to hell. She's like, okay, never mind. So she just threatens him. He says, okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take a cab. She's like, okay, bye. And then she's like, oh, wait a minute. That sounded weird. And she was about to run back up and he stops her at the top of the stairs and he pushes her down the stairs. And then he goes to try and beat her up and he like drags her to the other side so nobody at the train station could see. Because it's just Atori, like by himself and like the drunk guy. And so he's like beating her up and the box falls out and she's like, oh my god, don't look at that. He's like, why, is it important? She's like, yeah, don't look at that, like trying to trick him. And so what was it, there's this umbrella next to her like on the floor at the train station. I thought she was going to use that to shield her eyes. No, he opens a box, he gets dragged to hell. And then he grabs her and drags her into hell. And she's trying to climb out after so the umbrella falls out and she's trying to climb out. She stabs him in the eye and he gets pulled into hell. And she's like, okay, gotta get out. She's trying to climb out and she's about to like not make it. And then Atori shows up and he pulls her out of the clutches of hell. And then he's like, oh yeah, that was weird. Are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. He's like, huh, what was that? And so he like turns around to like do something in his backpack. And when he turns back, she's gone. He's like, huh, that's weird. So in the end, she just ends up not talking to him. She's like, okay, I'm gonna let him live his life, and we saved him. And then she had left her contact info to the manager to give to the girl that was that would cook. She's like, hey, when she goes back, give her my contact info so she can remember. So then when she goes back from, you know, the hotel, we can be friends. So at the end, you just see him working at the hotel and the couple who's like, this is her son. They're like, hey, we heard your son's still missing. They're like, yeah, he's missing. Anyways, hi, Atori. And they're so happy to see him. And so she smiles and she's like, good, he's living his life. She turns around, she sees her on the other side of the street, and they run to each other because I guess they had plans. And that's how it ends. I was like, oh, that was so good. I liked that. It was good. But yeah, apparently she was... So he kept commenting that she was as ruthless as him to like kill somebody, and she's like, yeah, if it's to protect the people I love, I do it. And I was like, this was the last 2 episodes, by the way. This is like literally the last 2 episodes where all this happened. Okay, the only other one I saw was Promise of Wizard. It's actually, okay, so I was skeptical because sometimes reverse harems just really aren't that good. They're just as bad as some harem ones. You recommend what? I just told you the whole plot. I don't know what there's to watch, but yeah, you can watch it. Anyways, yeah, I thought it was a reverse harem. I read some comments and some people commenting about it. It's not. So actually, they just get some random person from Japan or from some world, and they just summon them to act as a grand sage. And all these wizards, like 20 of them, had to fight the calamity, which is the giant moon in the sky. And yeah, I actually liked a lot of the voice actors. There were some voices I was looking for something personally, and I did find a few here. And the MC is so nice, and she reads like the previous Grand Sage's tomb, which was a businessman, a salary man, and it's really funny. She's like reading all his comments. She's like, what the fuck? But yeah, it was good. It actually wasn't really much of a reverse harem. She really doesn't have that many lines, if anything. But yeah, the cast was fun. The animation like wasn't 100% sometimes, but yeah, it was a fun watch. I could just sit there and be like, oh, that's nice. Anyways, this one was really funny. I legit would not consider this a boys' love. I really don't. I just see this more as a comedy. So what this is this guy, Mori Ranmaru, got bitten by a foreign vampire, and he drinks blood now, but like he's like, yeah, the best blood is like an 18-year-old virgin boy or something. I was like, what? So okay, so it's really funny how this is turning out. I don't know who these people are. I didn't get that far in. So people are saying like he's in love with him, but honestly it's just more like he sees him as food. And so he just entered high school and he ends up falling in love at first sight with this girl. And so he's like, hey, I have a crush, can you help me, Mori-san? So Mori was a vampire that works at his family's bathhouse. And so he tells Modi, like, oh, I'm in love with this girl. And Modi's like, no, I can't let them be in love because he'll lose his virginity. And I still have 3 more years until he's 18 and I can kill him and drink his blood. And so he, like, goes to the girl and he's, like, tells her... So there's, like, this weird reverse psychology. So he tells her, like, hey, did you fall in love today? And she's like, no. He's like, yeah, you met this boy, right? Like, he's amazing, right? And she's like, yeah, I met a friend, a classmate, but I'm not in love. He's like, no. Fall in love, princess. And then he leaves because she knows he's a vampire because he's like hanging upside down. He has like his sharp teeth. She ends up falling in love with him. So he's in love with her, she's in love with him, and then this guy is her little brother. And so there were some issues where like his gang was beating him up, and so he beat up the gang, and then they had a fight, and then he realized like, oh wait, this guy's strong. He'll be my boss. He'll be like, Aniki, you know, boss. And then I think he's a vampire hunter. I can't remember. But yeah, it's really funny. I don't really consider it a boys' love. I just consider it more so of a comedy, if anything. Like, yeah, I don't consider it a boys' love. You know, I can't. You know. I don't know. It just doesn't scream romance. It's just a pure comedy, in my humble opinion. It's so funny. Oh my god. Even if you're not into that, it's just hilarious the way this all unfolds, and he has to like try and hide his identity. So she knows he's a vampire and he doesn't, and then he thinks that he's in love with her, and he's like, no, I don't love her. Like I was trying to like push, like let her know how cool you were. He's like, oh my god, thanks. So he's still in love with her. She's a mess. Absolute mess. Oh, this Sam, I remember reading the synopsis. I was like, yeah. It was more bizarre than I imagined. Honestly, I think that's it. I don't think I watched any. Oh, I finally finished this one. So I genuinely really like the story and I really like the manga. I just think the animation is really bad. Very bad. Not as bad as like Seven Deadly Sins final season bad, but like you can tell where it's stiff in some places, or where they had to repeat motions as they're doing like talking. And so as a story wise, it's really good and funny and hilarious, and I absolutely love it. I do plan to get the manga. Apparently, I guess it didn't do too good manga wise, so they haven't really reprinted some of the volumes, so they're a little hard to find. And then a lot of the Barnes & Nobles, like the one I go to, doesn't have it. They never had it in stock for a while, since like a couple years ago. And then the other one, you can tell the volumes that they do have, they've been there a while. They're already like the pages are already kind of yellow stained, so they've been there a very long time. I think next time I go, I'm just gonna grab those. They have like 4 and I grabbed 1. I'll probably just grab the last 3 next time I go. It's just one version, but like he's looking in the wrong places. No. He wants like 18-year-old virgin blood. He's like, I've tried women's blood, but like, I don't know. I'm looking for like the adolescence, you know? He's like, the purity of it. I don't know. He just thinks it's divine. I was like, okay. I think that's it. Yeah, and then that was my anime season, y'all. Yay! Yeah, I think that was it. And then I did watch Heaven's Official Blessing. Oh, the OVA! I forgot about that. I did watch this one. It was really funny. I love Skate. I hope they make a season 2. Please make a season 2! The OVA was so good. It was too short. I haven't watched this movie. I really need to watch it, but I haven't seen it. I think that's it. Yeah. don't remember watching that one. Huh. Okay. Oh, is that Fate one? Oh, it is Fate. Anyways, yeah, that was that's our anime season. I'm gonna jump over the chat. 3 hours! Yeah, that makes sense. Usually when I do my anime stuff, this ends up taking like a pretty long time. Oops. But yeah. Anywhoosies. I look really tiny. There we go. Alright, well, what's your underrated pick of the season? If you had to pick one. I don't know. Let me scroll. Honestly, none of them. I feel like this season didn't really have anything that significantly stood out to me. If it did, it was from season 1 up till now. So Apothecary Diaries and My Happy Marriage. So those were very good. But those were season 2s. If there's anything new, I don't think anything significantly stood out to me. I didn't think there was anything worthwhile. Just from this season, I might have missed a few. I know the Medalist has been gaining traction, especially because Folger really liked it. Folger Ovid, so he was talking a lot of good things about it. He says it's almost as good. He's about as good as Free Ren. So maybe if I saw it, I would think the same, but I don't know. I'm not really into sports anime stuff, and after my heartbrokenness from Ice Adolescent, I don't know if I can do another ice skating. But yeah, I don't think there was like a show where it stood out this season. I don't think anything stood out significantly. The only thing I genuinely enjoyed was probably Solo Leveling, but that's because I'm used to reading so many Korean manhwa that I was like, oh man, this is good. Like, this is a story I'm kind of used to when I'm reading Korean manhwa, whether it's a male MC or a female MC. So that one stood out to me, and like the MC got really hot, and his dad was really hot too. But I think in some spots the animation kind of dipped a little bit, where you can tell they put a lot of effort into one part and then not so much some other parts. Like I didn't like the last fight scene with the giant ant. I didn't like that one. I felt it was very underwhelming. What else? I think that was it. Yeah, I think I remember saying last time how there were too many shows this season that you're interested in. Yeah, and even now I don't think there's too many shows for the next season. Like, if I genuinely counted how many I was looking forward to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 shows I'm kind of looking forward to, but only about like... So how many of them are actually sequels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So 2 of them? About 7. Okay, so like 7 of them are mainly just sequels of season 2 or season 3. The only other one I'm looking forward to that doesn't have a sequel was The Dinner Table Detective, just because it has Mamoru Miyano and Yuki Kaji in it. Aside from that, the rest are just kind of up in the air, where I could easily just drop them or not. But yeah, only about like 7 of them are like sequels of a continuing series. And I mean, if you include Apothecary Diaries, I guess 9 overall. So 8 of them are just continuing, and then 7 out of the 8 are sequels. Yeah. So like the ones I'm looking forward to is obviously Fire Force Season 3, Windbreaker Season 2, Ahaden-san Season 2, Go Go Loser Ranger Season 2, How to Become Ordinary Season 2, Bye Bye Earth Season 2, and then anything else that's not a season is the Dinner Table Detective. That's pretty much it. Oh, right, and then Black Butler Witch's Arc, which is a continuing of the, I don't know what season, I think it's like season 5 or 6 or whatever. But yeah, that one's a continuing one. So like those are continuing. The only new one I guess I'm looking forward to, I guess, is Detective at the Dinner Table. But even though that's just for the voice actors, I really don't have any high hopes for the animation. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of curious about Lazarus and like that Once Upon a Witch's Death. And like maybe the Saintess one and the Mononoke lectures, but not really like, oh, like if I end up not liking the first couple episodes, I will easily just drop it, you know. So like I said, a lot of it was just I was looking forward to continuations and not really anything new caught my attention. I don't know, I'm just waiting for the next Frieren or the next Apothecary Diaries or the next Oshinoko, you know. So I think I cheated Oshinoko because I was already like chapter 100, chapter like 100 and something by the time the anime came along. So I was already well invested and I already read most of it. So I didn't continue that one as much as I want to. Anyways, have you watched Summertime Rendering? Yes, actually. I didn't watch it completely. I'm about halfway through. And I was actually watching with my dad. And then we just stopped. I think I'm going to show him like other sci-fi stuff instead. But yeah, I was watching Summertime Rendering. I love the ending song. It was one of my favorite ending songs. I have it on my phone. I thought it was very good. It was kind of exciting and new and interesting. And it threw me off a little bit when you see the main person, the main bad guy. I'm like, huh? So you finish Frieren. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, I haven't finished Summertime Rendering. That's on my for sure continue watching. Oh wait, I don't have Hulu anymore. Shit, I'll have to find out on a website or something. But yeah, it was okay. All right, well, it's almost 9. I need to go eat dinner. I'm kind of hungry. I need to pee too. All right, well, thank you everybody for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, and or evening, whichever part of the world you're in. And I will see you next week. Very sorry for the lack of streams this week. I was just very busy with doctor's appointments, so this is the only one I can squeeze in. So hopefully we'll have more time next week, and I will be playing Octopath Traveler next week. And I do need to play Genshin. Yes. Oh, and then 2 updates. So 1, I got the song cover. 2, I got the redesign, and let me tell you, it's very good. Very excited. Once I have the full reference sheet ready, I'm gonna go ahead and send in some what's it called? Send in emails to people so I can get a quote for a new 2D, for a new model. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I'll be sending in emails so I can get quotes for that, and then we'll see where that goes from there. But yeah. And then also Sen has been discharged from the hospital. Our lovely, lovely Sen, who has been doing our ASMR artwork, like the Siren one and the Demon Queen one. Nice, yes! So I'm pretty excited. All right. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go eat dinner. Bye, everybody. Bye, my Valentines. I love you. If this video disappears, don't freak out. That just means we got a copyright thing and I need to delete it in the video and then we can republish the video. What I usually did last time is I had to wait. So I had to cut and then it rendered and then cut and then it rendered again, like it processed. And then once all the cuts were done and I no longer had that copyright thing, then I released it from private. So in case the video disappears, don't worry. I'm going to put it back out there. And yeah. Hope she's doing great. Yeah, she said she was really tired today, but she is discharged. So that means the hospital gave her A-OK to go home. So Hope she makes a full recovery and she feels better. Alright, bye everybody. I love you. Bye, my Valentine. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you next week. Bye bye. Bye bye.